boy Sonny. How's it going, guys? Good to see you all again.
And today we're going to be building the React clone of
Airbnb Clone.
Airbnb. Super pumped about this, guys. We're going to clone everything one day. That's the ultimate goal. But we're going to be building the Airbnb clone. And Sonny, I got to tell you, bro, this is an amazing build. I mean, just look at the experience of this as I hover over everything. You guys see that little nice shrink and grow and how epic that looks. For some of you who were there for the Netflix build, it has some of that functionality. And now the slick functionality that you added in to search dates. I absolutely love this. I can go this week, boom, last week, boom, this month, yesterday, today. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pick between 26th through 30th. And let's just say I can pick any number of guests, right? But I'll just put, for a guest, instead of 62, I'll put 2 guests. And then I can just go ahead and click search, yeah?
Yep, that's it.
All right, I'll go and do that. Damn! Look at that.
Look at that.
Oh,
Lovely.
man. I can actually hover over all of this. So talk me through it. What are we looking at here?
Right. So right here, guys, we have Material UI being used across. So that's why you get those nice looking buttons at the top. But we've got this reusable component that we show several times for the results. So you're using Material UI here. We are using React hooks to get everything managed within the state. We're using React Router. So React Router was how, when Qazi hit the search button, it actually pushed us over to the search page. So you can see in the URL, it says /search. We got that using React Router. That was awesome. We are also using Firebase hosting to deploy this thing. So that's how we were able to get this thing up and running. Yeah, so we have a bunch of stuff going on here, guys. Flexbox is being used. So this app is completely responsive. And yeah, like if you guys are pumped for this, we even have like those growing animations. So you saw like when Qazi was hovering over those cards, you had that growing effect going on. Yeah, I think this is going to be a massive, but actually something we've never done in these builds before is actually gone ahead and added a date picker. So this is going to be something, this is going to be a game changer because this date picker is going to be massively useful to a lot of people who are sort of getting involved in this stuff.
Damn. Man, this one is a really, really nice build. I'm loving this one so far and how it looks. I mean, to me, this looks 100% like Airbnb. And even if I go down here, we have the nights, the total that's added up. We got all the listings that we were looking for. So that looks awesome. Is everything, so now if I can go back and forth and it all happens instantly. So I think that is absolutely amazing. I'm gonna just check out what's going on here. All right, let's go like this. So let me try something. Sonny, maybe I can call you. Are you guys able to hear me clearly, by the way, in the video? Hopefully you guys
I can't hear you, bro.
Okay, what we're gonna do is, Sonny, I will give you a call on your actual phone and maybe this will work. We'll see. This could be a terrible idea as well. All right, but I'm going to keep showing you guys the app. All right, Sonny's going to be jumping back on, guys. But this is going to be an awesome build, and we're pretty much going to get started right away. So what we're going to do is we got our build open on one side. So I'm just going to actually leave this open here. I don't need this. Chrome here, and I'll refresh this. Boom, we should be good to go right now. I'll go back to the main page, and I'll have this open here. Now, until Sonny comes back, we're just going to go ahead and get started with a few things. So make sure that if you're in here, let's actually do npx create react app, and we're just going to call this the Airbnb clone. All right, so I've just removed the comment so you guys are not bothered by that. Okay, Sonny should be back on in a second. Okay, So make sure you guys install the app and get it up and running. That's really important.
Okay, I think we're good now. I think we're good now.
We can see you. You should be good to go. All right.
Yep.
So people are
Let's go.
saying, Qazi, put up the volume a little bit. Great. So what we're doing right now, Sonny, is we're getting the app installed up and running. We're pretty much getting ready to go over here. So you guys can see we have the Airbnb clone folder already made, and it's also installing a bunch of other stuff in the meantime. And should we go ahead and set up Firebase in the meantime too?
Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and set up Firebase, and if you can just share Skype with me, that'll be awesome.
Okay.
Screen share. Nice.
I'll do
yeah,
that.
guys, so all you need to go ahead and set up Firebase is a Gmail account. So you just need to set up a free Gmail account, and that should get everything up and running for you guys. And you need to go over to firebase.com, which is a suite of Google tools. But the reason why we're going to be using Firebase today is pretty much to host the app. So we're going to show you, once we build this thing, how easy it is to go ahead and host it. And we're going to show you a live deployment today, so you guys will be able to access the app and play with it.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, we're at 522 viewers. Guys, go ahead and do us a massive favor. And if you want to help other developers get this exact thing that you're learning, go ahead and smash that like button, because it sends the video out to everybody. All right, it really, really helps us out. So this is your cue when you hear this to go ahead and smash that like button.
Exactly, guys. It's massively going to help this video reach as many people as it possibly can. And with that said, I think we just touched over 500 people watching.
Beautiful. We're
awesome.
at 542
so
now. So thank you guys for that. And I'm going to call this Airbnb Clone. So boom.
Yep.
Hit Google. Just select whatever you want for analytics. You should be good to go. You can actually also just not have analytics if you don't need that. I'm seeing the likes going up. 455 likes. Somebody just donated. So I see the chat going up. Oh, wow.
Nice. Clayton Santos says, I feel motivated. Thank you very much. I don't understand English, but I understand the coding. That's awesome, dude.
Hey, that's the only language that's going to matter in freaking 10 to 100 years from now.
Nice.
Let me actually show this on the screen. So thank you for that $10 donation, Clayton. I feel motivated. Thank you very much. I don't understand English, but I understand coding. That is awesome. Uso o traductor. Yo.
He's saying that he uses a translator.
He's using a translator. Got it. Do we need anything from here? Should I set up Firebase hosting, Sonny?
Yeah. So we need to register the app. We don't actually need to do this, but I think we'll show everyone this step. So yeah, go ahead and click register app.
Dope.
And we can skip through these parts. That's it.
All right. So next. If you guys don't have Firebase tools installed, go ahead and make sure you do that. You can just go ahead and do that now, so you make sure you have it. And then outside of that, I think we're good with this. Let's hop back onto our app, and what I'm gonna do is do npm start. Why did it not? So I'll have to cd into it. Now npm start. So now if your app is up and running locally, it should actually pop up on the right hand side, and you should see a spinning React logo. If you guys have been here with us, you know that's gonna come up, and you know also what we do next. So we're just gonna get to the next part, which is let's remove all the test stuff that we don't actually need. So I'm gonna actually remove this logo right now too. I'm gonna go ahead here and select, where do we go? All right.
Yep.
What the heck just, something weird
Maybe click
just
the refresh button. Did you
Oh.
actually delete the...
I don't know what just happened. I'll bring it back in a second. Frank just donated. He said, let's go. Send Sonny an awesome update on a React client project.
I saw, dude. So Frank has actually got an awesome client right now, and he sent me some work that he's doing. And guys, it's insane. He landed a 6-figure contract, and he's in PWJ. So if you want to get involved in that, join the PWJ community, and you get to speak to people like Frank, which is awesome.
Yo, I'm not what the hell happened here?
When I click on the refresh icon.
Oh, okay. I just did refresh.
Yep. Is it no?
No. And why is there also, why is there a public folder in here? You know, we didn't do anything with.
No, public's fine. Public will be there.
Oh, okay. Right. Okay.
Yeah. But I think we might have accidentally deleted the. Okay, so I think you accidentally deleted source. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into
Right.
our.
I think so.
I'm going to undo it.
I'm undoing it, but it's not undoing it for some reason. Okay, beautiful.
I did it. Yeah, I did it.
Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so we're not gonna delete the source, you guys. We're just gonna delete the test file, the logo, and the setup test file. Command delete. Okay, there we go. So the logo is gonna complain here because, well, we don't have the logo anymore. So for those of you guys who have been here with us, you know the deal already. We're gonna remove this line from here, and we're gonna remove everything that's inside of that div. Replace it with let's build Airbnb clone.
Nice.
And let's just do, hey, clever programmer, build Airbnb clone. That should be good to go.
We just got another donation from Naveen. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, dude.
Oh, wow. Thank you for that donation, Naveen. Appreciate it, brother. I go full screen now. One thing I want to show you guys here is this is something we always talk about. If I look on this side, see how it's centered, and also at the top we have a little bit of margin. So we're going to get rid of all of those things right now. So I'm going to put this on the right hand side. I'm going to go inside of app CSS. I'm going to remove all of this. That should left align it. And then I'm going to go ahead in my index.css, and I'm going to just get rid of the margin everywhere. So we're just going to do this. That should get rid of that top margin that you just saw it go up. With that, I'm going to go back into our app.js. Because of BEM, let's rename it to app like this. So we'll write BEM. You guys will also learn a lot of BEM stuff in this build because it's pretty heavy on the front end. And with that said, guys, we're ready to now start working on this app.
Awesome stuff, bro. Nice. So once
like
we
a
get
machine,
to this point,
bro.
Guys, exactly. I love that, dude. So I'm just gonna load up. So we've got the app running here. So Qazi, if you just want to follow me, we can get started with this. So guys, so once you get to this point, firstly, well done, because this is going to be your clean slate to getting started with everything.
Boom, we're at 656 people. Let's keep it going, guys. I'm sorry I cut you off.
Nice. Love that. So what I like to do is I like to draft out sort of what we're going to be building, right? So initially what we're going to build is we got a nice new donation from Mauricio Para.
Whoa.
Thank you so much, dude. Amazing.
We just got 2,000 cops.
Awesome.
I don't know. Can somebody tell us what COP is? COP. Man, we really need to learn about the world. But thank you so much for 2,000 cops. Really appreciate you, Mauricio. You're a legend.
Colombian peso.
Yeah, really
Colombian
appreciate
pesos. That's what it is.
Oh, nice. So at this point, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to pretty much draft out what we're going to be building, right? So the first page that we're going to build some kind of header. So let's get the actual app open on the right, and we can see
I got it.
We've got the header at the top, right? So
this is when you say header, I'm going to just draw it out. So when you say header, you're talking about this right here?
Exactly. So we're going to be building that header.
So that's going to be the header.
Yep. And then we're going to be building the banner. And the banner, if you can see, is where it says get out and stretch your imagination. And you've also got that image behind it. So we're going to be building that, right?
So banner is this whole thing right here?
Yes, exactly.
Where's search dates? Is that in the header or in the banner? Or neither?
So search dates is actually good question. Let me double check. That is actually inside of the banner. Yeah, banner.
Got it. So I'm going to make sure that is part of the banner. So boom, that's the banner. So that's what we're going to build afterwards. Thank you for another donation, Mahek. Keep going, guys. We're at 684 concurrent viewers. Let's get this thing banging to 1,000. How you can help is by smashing that like button below. It doesn't cost you anything. We don't charge you anything for that, but you help change the world. So if you want to change the world, smash that like button. Let's get this video out. Guys, we're right now the #1 growing coding channel in the world, and we're also the best live streaming coding channel in the world. And this is thanks to you guys for being here and supporting us.
Exactly. We massively appreciate every single one of you guys watching this.
Yeah,
so
seriously.
Again, smash the thumbs up button and enjoy the content.
Yeah.
Nice. So we have the header, the banner, And then we also have the sort of what we see underneath. So basically what we have underneath is a bunch of cards, right?
Yep.
So we have a bunch of cards underneath there. And then right at the bottom, we have a footer, right? So if we scroll
All
all the
right.
way down, we've got...
So I'll scroll down right here. We got these cards here, and then
Yep.
besides these cards, we have a footer at the bottom. Got it. Oh,
Yep.
that footer is
Exactly.
clean, man. Nice work on that. No rights
Yeah,
reserved. This is a demo. Thank you.
Awesome. I thought
Covering
we'll
our
protect
ass.
ourselves.
Yeah.
Exactly. Nice. So with that said, guys, let's go ahead and jump right in. So to make this a bit simpler,
Are you
we
gonna
noticed we
put
we
any
had two
comments?
pages, right? We had the whole...
I was just gonna ask, are you gonna put comments
so
for
we
the
had
card?
Yeah, so we have this, we have cards, and we have a footer, right? So these are our four components, right?
Yeah.
Now, all of this stuff right here, guys, we pretty much have this. Imagine all of this is inside of the home component. So imagine we push all of this inside of a component called home, right?
Yep.
And then we'll have another component called the search page, right? And
Yep.
then that will have its own list of stuff going on. But we'll come to the search page when we get to that. But at this point, we're going to build a home component, which consists of four different things: a header, a banner, a cards, and a footer. And that nice little search that Qazi was talking about will actually live inside of the search. That'll live inside of the banner itself. So you see, this is a nice little tree about how we're going to basically build out the app now.
Nice. Got it.
Yeah. So with that said, what we're
And
going to do is
search
just go ahead-
page, let me just go to the search page so everybody can see what you're talking about. So I'll just search from 26th to 30th and do this. And this is what I got. By the way, super responsive, so it looks amazing. And when
Yeah.
you say search page, you're really referring to this page, right?
Exactly. Yeah,
Got
that's
it.
exactly what I'm referring to. Whoa, Tajinder Singh just
Ooh.
dropped 10 Canadian dollars.
Thank you.
so much.
That is
That's
awesome. And we just broke 700 viewers with a $10 donation. Guys, you're the best. Thank you so much. And smash that like button. Let's keep this rocking and rolling.
Nice. Let's go, guys. So the first thing we're going to do is build a home.js component. So, Kaz, if you want to go ahead and create the first file, and then what we can do is I can create it after that. But
Sure
keep it,
thing.
Just to show them.
So what do
There
you,
we go.
home.js?
Exactly.
Doop.
Nice. And once we have home.js, we're going to use our nice little trick called RFCE. And RFCE is a really handy extension that it's called ES7 React Snippets. And to get that, it's very simple. You just go to VS Code extensions, type in ES7 snippets, and it will come up. And that will give you that RFCE functionality, which is nice. So at this point, what we're going to do is we are going to actually go ahead and give this a class name of home. So we're going to give this a class name of home, just like this. And we are going to go ahead and import the appropriate CSS file. So we're going to say import home.css like this, right? And obviously with that said, we're going to have to go ahead and create the CSS file. So I'm going to go ahead and create home.css, and we should be popped in right here. So I think you have to follow me, Qazi. So let's go ahead and refollow me. There we go. So now you guys can see I'm inside of home.css, and we've imported it at the top here. And that will allow us, guys, to do a few things. That will allow us to actually write CSS, which only belongs to the home folder, home component, sorry. So with that, what we're going to do now is we're going to pull this onto, so let's just prove that this is the home. We're going to say H1. Oh, no, my snippets don't seem to work. That's fine. We can do H1. And here I'm going to say home component like this, right? Save this file, and I'm going to go back to app, and here we're actually going to pull in the home component. So I'm going to say home like so. And what we can do is we need to import the home component. So I'm going to say import home from home like this, right? And save the file. And what that will go ahead and do is we should now see on the we should now see on the right side. So let's go ahead and
Give me 1 second. My iTunes is going nuts. So just shutting out my iTunes. And now you guys should be actually good to go. Oh, and I just realized I got my phone as a thing. So I'm going to actually probably use that at some point. But for now, let's keep going.
nice. So let's go ahead and pull up localhost on the right.
Okay, so we're going to do that. So we got localhost and the actual final build right here. So everybody can see it.
Nice. And are we sharing the screen? Yeah, nice, awesome. So now we've got, you can see it says home component, right? So what I'm going to
Yes.
go ahead and do, just to prove this, we're going to get rid of the H1 over here. And now you should be able to just see home component, right? So it should be super clean. We might need to refresh localhost because it doesn't seem to be coming up. Somebody says, Sonny, check your voice is too low. So let me go ahead and turn the gain up a little bit for you guys.
I'll turn you up a
Right.
little. Don't turn your gain up. Your audio is pretty awesome. I'll turn you up here more. Your audio today is like really clean.
Okay, awesome.
Now you're better.
Nice. So now what we're going to do is we are actually going to go ahead and build out the home component. So the first thing we want to build inside the home component is before we do that, so we actually added the home component, but we actually want to always show. So think of it this way: the header component is actually going to live in both the home and the search page, right? So it's going to exist in both of these things. So what we can do is we just built the home component, but we're actually going to go ahead and build the header component, and this is always going to show. So let's go ahead and add this in right here. So what we need to do is create header.js. So header.js, and we should snap into that file in a second. Let's go in. It's just loading. So we're now inside of header.js. I'm going to do rfce, and we're inside. And I'm going to do class name equals header, like so. And we're going to do import header.css. And then I'm going to go ahead and do header.css. So we've created a header.css file as well. And you should see me snap in any second. Now, there we go. So we're inside. And inside of the header file, let's go ahead and start sort of drafting out what it's going to look like. So the header file has an image tag. So I've actually gone ahead and grabbed an image. And this is just an image of the Airbnb logo. So let's go ahead and pop this in here. And what we're going to do is, you can see I've given it a class name of header __ icon. So this is BEM, this is header component, and it's the icon element. So that's why we've done this. And now we should actually go ahead and see that if we, okay, so it's freaking out because we haven't imported it. So we need to go ahead and import it here. So we can say header like this, save the file. And we should now see a massive Airbnb logo, right? So obviously we don't want it to be that big. It looks a bit ugly when we have it like that. So how do we get that to look a bit smaller, right? So we go to header.css, and we basically are going to target the header icon. So we're going to target the header icon, and I'm going to say, give it an object fit contain. So this is going to keep the aspect ratio so it doesn't stretch. We're going to say the height is 100 pixels. So now you can see it's a very small size. And then we're going to go ahead and give it margin left of 80 pixels. So now it should push it a little bit from the side. So let's go ahead and decrease this a little bit for now. So let's just say 20 pixels to make it a little bit subtle. We have the image tag up and running. So that's all handy, and that's done. Now we're going to create a div for the center stuff. So that search input field that you see and the header, right? So let's go ahead and pull out the deployed version, Qazi.
So this is the deployed version?
Yeah. So this is the deployed version, and you can see in the middle of that deployed version. So let's actually go and give it half and half. So because right now it's a little bit stretched. There we go. So you can see in the middle of the top bar, we have that search input field. So we're going to go ahead and build that first, and then we're going to add a header right section, which has those icons that you see on the right. So the first thing we're going to do is,
hold on. So in the header, this is going to be one. So I'm just imagining this. This is one container that will just keep the logo, and that one container has only one child.
Yeah.
So this is really good, by the way, guys, because my CSS skills suck. So it's good because if you're a beginner in CSS, you'll pick it up this way too. I imagine this is one container with two children. One is the search input and one is the search icon.
Exactly. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Dope.
Perfect.
And then we got another one here, and this has one container with 4 children. Text, logo, icon, icon, icon.
Yep, exactly. And the middle container, we're going to apply flex 1 to it. So it's actually going to span all of that gap that you see in the middle. So this is going to apply flex 1. And
so hold on, let me get this straight. So this container here is actually really like this, right?
Yes, exactly.
Nice. Exactly that. And that happens when you do flex 1.
Exactly.
So it's giving that the importance, and then the ones on the right and left are only taking up as much space as they need.
Exactly that.
Now,
Yeah.
another question for you, Sunny. How do they know to be centered? How does Airbnb logo know to be kind of centered? You know what I mean? Like, why isn't it left aligned?
So what we do is we say that the header, so we say that entire container should be display flex, which will
Uh-huh.
pop everything into a row. And then what we say is align item center,
Right.
and that will
Right.
align everything centrally. Yeah.
Ah, so this is because of align items center, something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Dope. Okay. Dude, this is actually a really cool way for me to learn.
Yeah, this is
Um,
nice. Yeah.
okay. And when you do a line item center, it will center every single one of these items in the entire header. We're applying a line item center to the header.
Yeah, so the actual we're applying it to the direct children of the parent, so the head of parent. So it'll make sense when we do it, but
Got
what
it.
will happen is for that middle one, for example, that will have its own display flex, and then that will have to have its own align item center.
Got it.
So every single container has to behave. You have to give the rules to that container. So yeah, we'll be able to show it out. But that's a
Dope.
really good example of align item center. Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, okay. Let's keep going.
Nice. So with that said, what we're going to do now is go over to here and we're going to create a div. So I'm going to go ahead and do div. So let's make a div. And this div, oh man, why is these snippets not working? I'm going to say div class name equals, and then here I'm going to do header center. Right, so this will be header center and it's being a bit laggy. So this is actually going to go ahead and do this. So header center. And here we're going to have two things. We're going to have an input typed as text. So here's going to have an input type as text and a search icon. Now it's going to freak out because this search icon, I mean, where are we getting this from, right? So in order to get the search icon, we're going to have to pull in Material UI. So let's go ahead and actually do that at this point. So Qazi, let's head over to materialui.com and show them how to install Material UI core and Material UI icons.
Yep. So you guys make sure when you're at Material UI, grab this, come back to your command line. I'm going to just open up a new one and then install this. How you install core. Now I'm going to go here, type in icons, and and then also I think install core really fast. Damn. And then over here, choose icons because my download is what 900 download speed actually right now, 900 megabits.
Nice.
So make sure you also install icons. You'll need this. On this page, make sure you click here where it says search the full list of icons until somebody finds a better way to do that. And then go in here. Here are all your icons. So for example, when you guys are looking at these icons here, right? Whoops, there we go. So Sunny has this avatar icon at the top right. I can probably, did you actually pick it from here?
No, so the avatar is actually a component because you can pass something. But let's look at the globe, for example.
Globe.
So let's type in globe.
Let's type in globe. Okay, there we go.
Yep.
So that's coming from right there. Dope. And then what about that drop arrow? Drop arrow.
That's actually if you type in I think it's if you type in down or something. I think, yeah, there we go. Oh, no, is it that one?
That
Is
one.
it
Expand more. It's expand
yeah,
more.
that's it. Yep. Yep.
Right there. And then yeah, I mean everything else. Oh, the search is I mean obvious. So then what Sunny would do is once he finds search, right? Here we got search. We match it up to that one. Dope. And now click here. This will give you the actual code. You could copy it, paste it into your app, and you're good to go.
Exactly. And then that's how when you see me using snippets like search icon, language icon, expand more icon, that's where we're getting them from, right? So if you do get confused at any point, you can be sure to check out Material UI, that icon search tool.
All right. I'm going to give you access. I'm going to give you read and write access to both terminals as well.
Awesome. Nice. So with that said, guys, this search icon is freaking out right now because it doesn't know where to pull it from. So let's go to the top of the file, import the search icon like that. And that will actually go ahead and it should save the file. And we should have the search icon. So you can see now, everything by default is display blocks, which means it stacks up on top of each other. We don't actually want that behavior, right? So in order to get rid of that, what we can do is we can go here and we can say header, and we can say display flex. So if I do this, display flex, check out what happens. As soon as we hit save, everything goes into a row. So you can now see that the Airbnb and the top has gone into a row. Let's go ahead and remove that home component. Let's just comment that out for now so it gets a bit confusing. There we go. So inside of the header now we've got the search icon and we've got an input field text, input field, yeah. So what we're going to do now is also, remember we said you have to treat every single container with its own rules. So in order to do that, we can target the header center, say display flex, and look what happens when I do this, guys. So if I say display flex, align item center, like this, look how the search icon is now center with the input field. So that's really clean, and that's the way that you do that. Right now, what I'm going to also do is go ahead and add the right section. So the right section, I'm going to go ahead and do a div, and this div is going to have a class name of, let's go ahead and say header underscore right. There we go. And here I'm going to go ahead and add in a few things. It's going to have a p tag. So this p tag is going to say become a host, because that's what they have on Airbnb. And for those of you who don't actually know what Airbnb is, it's a place where you can pretty much rent out a room. It's like a hotel sort of booking website. So yeah, so that's where you can become a host as well. So we're going to import the two icons at the top. So you've got language icon, expand more icon, and also this is not an icon, but it's a component called avatar. Now that's how we achieve that sort of circular profile image. A very, very powerful component. You can actually pass it as source. We use it in a lot of other builds, so be sure to check that out. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and pop in those three icons here, like so. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. And now we should see those things pop in. And now you can see in the header right container, as you guessed it, it's display block, which means they stack up on top of each other by default. We, again, don't want this behavior. So what we can do is we can say header right. We can go header right. And then what we can do is we can say header right display flex like this, right? Now, if I go ahead and do this, we can go ahead and save it, and you should be able to see everything goes into its own line. Right now, if again, let's stick with our rule, let's do align item center, and we will be able to see again that everything goes central with each other, which is really nice, and it's a really good way of doing this. Now, for the header, what we're going to do is we're going to space out those components as much as they can go. So we're going to say justify content space between, and that will actually push the components apart as far as they can go from each other. And then for the central element, remember we said that we want that center one to take up as much room as it can. So we're going to go ahead and give that a flex 1 rule, and that will do that. And you can't actually see what this is doing unless we actually make it a little bit bigger, but you need to trust at this point. So Qazi, let's go ahead and make it a little bit bigger. Now you can see the input field is actually taking up the majority of that room, but it doesn't look like it right now, right? So it actually doesn't look like it. And the way we fix this right now is we're going to add a few things in, and in order to do that, what we need to do at this point is, firstly, we need to go ahead and do the following. So we're going to say align items center, which we've done. So let's go ahead and do that first. Align item center at the top. William Cruz again with the 5. I think that's what was that one? He always says it every time. I can't remember, but thank you so much for that donation. Massively appreciate
Keith
that.
donation.
Dude. Awesome.
I always I call it the Chief Keef donation, but I forget what the CHF. Man, every time Swiss franc. How in the world does CHF stand for Swiss franc, bro? But thank you so much. That is huge.
I always get lost with that one.
I wish it had a better acronym like SF, Swiss franc. That would be so much easier. But thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
Massively appreciate that. So nice. So now what we're going to do is let's go ahead and do the following. So for the header, we're going to go ahead and add the following rules. So I'll explain each of these ones as we do it. So we're doing align item center. We're doing position sticky. And what we're doing here is if when we do position sticky with a top of 0, what this does is if you go to the deployed app, Qazi, and let's go ahead and scroll down on the deployed app. So let's open up the deployed app and let's scroll down. Can you notice how the header is actually sticking to the top?
Yeah, I can see it's very, like boom.
So it does that because we've done position sticky and then top 0. So it sticks to the top, and that's how we get it to look like that. Now, an important rule that we have to add is the Z index. So you have to say Z index of 100 because if we gave something else like 99, we want it to be like sort of on top of everything else, so it covers everything. We're going to give it a background color of white, which is what we see and expect, and a width of 100% because we want to span the entire width. So that's going to do that for us. The next thing we want to do is we've already styled the header icon, which is awesome. We want to basically go
William
ahead and
Cruz says the best of the best. You both are amazing. Sonny, would be nice to see you working with React Native.
challenge accepted, dude. We will get onto that and we will start building something React Native. I haven't used it in a while, so I mean, we
Yeah.
can definitely. I'm excited to go back into it.
I know people are asking what happened yesterday because I wasn't on the live stream. I shared like my dog got hurt, so I'm gonna share some of that with you guys. So this is actually our puppy. Her name is Pudgy, and she ended up like really breaking her nail pretty bad. So that's why yesterday we had to go to the ER. Frankie ended up taking over the stream. Then we were waiting at the vets for hours, and here. That's my girlfriend. That's Amberly. That's Pudgy right there. She was pretty hurt. And then we pretty much got her back. And this is what she's up to now. So you can see she's passed out. She got a little like cast on her arm right there. And
Oh
got
shit!
got
Okay.
a cone so she can't bite it off. But yeah, she's getting big really, really fast.
Damn, dude, it's horrible when you see a little one, like a little dog, sort of injured. That's crazy. They gave her a little cast.
Yeah, little like tiny cone. She's so
She's
adorable.
probably she's probably playing with it as well. Like she's just sitting there, like she's out of action with her
Yeah,
cast.
crazy stuff was going on, man. And then yesterday, like our freaking whole alarm, like our sewage system, like making crazy sounds and stuff, and then releasing smell. I'm like, what is happening? Can we just get back to coding?
God, damn it, man. At least we are back, guys, and I think that deserves a smash the thumbs up button.
Yeah, guys, if you
Yeah.
for the little puppy,
Yeah.
go ahead and smash that like button.
Exactly.
Thank you. People are saying blessing her. Ayush says blessing for her. Courtney says beautiful dog. She's a English bulldog. She's 4 months old. So to see her, and then like the nail got broken, so they had to like actually pull it out completely. So that's why they put the cast on top of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, let's keep in rocking and rolling. Now I'm back and ready to go, guys, and we're here and let's crush it.
Nice, let's do it. So
Hey.
what we're gonna add now for the center is we're gonna say give it a max width and fix and fit the content. So let's go ahead and do this. So fit content like that. And what we're gonna do is boom. And here I'm gonna give it a bit of styling. So I'm gonna say padding of 10 pixels, a height of 30 pixels. So let's go ahead and do that. Save the file, and you can now see that it should change a little bit. Oh, oops, I've added that to the wrong thing. We should add it over here. There we go. Add it to the header center. And that will actually go ahead and pad that out a little bit. Now for the top, right, so the center element, we're going to go ahead and give it a border radius of 999, which is a perfect oval. We're going to give it a 1 pixel solid light gray border, and you can see now it's got a sort of very subtle light sort of light gray border around the top, but we don't want that input field to actually have the border around itself. So what we need to do is target it like this. We say header center, the direct child, which is an input, and we're going to say border none. So we're going to go ahead and do border none. And what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to say width of 250 pixels like this. And now, guys, you can see if we go ahead and do this. So actually at this point, we'll keep it responsive. Let's go ahead and get rid of this for a second. But what we can actually say is we can say, let's leave it as width 250 for now. Let's go ahead and do that. And then on the header right, what we're going to do is we're going to say justify content space between those icons. We want to give some space between them. We're also going to give it a width of 15 view width and a margin right of 80 pixels. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. And this will go ahead and it should space it out a little bit more. And there we go. So let's go ahead and do this for now. Qazi, let's actually make it a big screen.
Sure thing. Boom, there we go.
Nice. Now you guys can see everything is spaced out evenly. We've got a nice little bit of spacing. And what you can do at this point for desktop support, you can do a width of 250 pixels and you see the middle goes into that. But for now, to keep it super responsive, I'm going to actually comment that out. So let's go ahead and do half again. Nice. And what we're going to do now is for that input field, what I want to actually say is give it a padding of 10 pixels and an outline width of 0. And what this does, guys, is now, Kazi, if you go ahead and click the input field, damn, Efosa just dropped £5. He says, damn, you guys are just awesome. Enough said. Hope you make a web app with an admin interface someday. I've actually heard a lot of people say that, so we will go ahead and actually make some kind of admin CRUD functionality app or something
By
along
the way,
those
I
lines.
figured out finally how to actually increase the size of this thing. That was thanks to Leif. I was on the coaching call for Profitable Shortcut, and he was like, dude, you can increase the size of this. And I'm like, oh,
Oh, nice.
that makes
Damn.
life so much easier. So yeah, thank you, Efosa. Really appreciate it. And yeah, this is
Awesome.
another reason I actually really like Django as a web framework, because it comes in with a badass built-in admin interface, which is so
Nice.
freaking nice too. But I think
That's
a Django and React combo could be really fun.
That would be awesome, dude. Because I want to learn a lot of Django. That would be awesome to do that. Nice. So, Kazi, go ahead and click the input field.
Yep.
And now, can you see there's no blue outline, right? You
Oh,
don't get any blue
nice.
outline. But if I actually comment out the outline width, oh no, oops, I'm on the wrong code editor. If I go and comment out the outline width, this one, and we now do, can you see you get that nasty blue outline, right?
Yeah, I
Kind of
see.
defeats the entire UI. So what you need to do is outline width of 0, and that
Yep.
actually gets rid of it,
And now
right?
it just
And that's
looks
how you,
clean.
yeah, and that's how you get that sort of desired look,
A-
right?
And it's a Boolean type of thing, right? So whether you have 0 and 1, it's the same. Even if you had 100, it'll be the same.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Dope.
Yeah. So that we're going to switch to 0, and then you'll be able to get that. So that's really clean. And with that said, the header is pretty much done at this point, right? So the header at this point is done, which is awesome. So now we can actually go back to the app.js file, and we can see that we've got our header over here. And now we're going to focus on the home component, right? So let's go back into home. And previously we had this where we said home components. Let's go ahead and see. Now you can see the home component renders in underneath the header. And I can see some people have just completed the Google clone. That's awesome.
Oh,
I love,
nice.
yeah, I love seeing people that. Oh, damn! Luis Eduardo just dropped $20.
Wait, hold on,
Thank you.
hold on. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa,
Okay,
whoa, whoa, whoa.
that's it.
Damn.
That's what
Dude,
I'm talking about, dude.
thank you so much, Luis Eduardo. Really appreciate it. Holy crap, you guys. I mean, yesterday I had to pay $400 for my dog. So this is actually helping out, you know? This is actually helping out. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
That's
Wow.
insane. Thank you so much, Luis.
Wow. Somebody said
Nice.
we have 20 dislikes on the video, so I think he paid $20 to make up for all those dislikes.
Nice.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate that, dude. So with that said, let's go to the home.js component, right? So what we're going to be building next is a fun component, is the banner, right? So that really beautiful banner that we see. So to get that banner up and running, let's go ahead and create banner.js. So I've just created that file, and we should pop into it in just a second. And we are in that file now. And if I do RFCE, and the snippets should load, there we go. And we can see banner, and then just do our little setup. So we say class name equals banner, and at the top of the file, I'm going to go ahead and import banner.css. There we go. Save the file, and it's going to complain because it doesn't have a banner.css. So let's go ahead and create that file. Oh, we just got another donation, dude, by X
And
Lilu.
I'm gonna bring that in a second, but Jose said, Kazi, I just wanted to say that your content is the best out there. Actually spending the time to read and see your STS stats see your results as speechless. Thank you, clever programmer. Of course, guys, we're reading every
That's
single
awesome.
message, and we're trying to respond to every single message. As long as you guys are actually putting in the time and asking good questions, we will reply to most of people. And thank you so much, X Lilu, for the £6 donation. Holy crap.
Euro. 6 euro.
€6
Yeah.
donation. And he goes,
Awesome.
Hi, Qazi and Sonny. In the future, do you have any responsive mobile project or tutorial on how to use media queries in React? What are you thinking, Sonny?
Dude, we just got another one. I'll let that pop in when you see that. But yeah, we are going to be doing a responsive.
Oh my
We'll
god!
definitely be doing. We'll definitely be doing some builds with media queries. So stay tuned for that. And Saeed,
You guys know that song on TikTok? I should be playing that here. Remind me actually to put that on after this, Frankie. But like that one goes, "What you do with the?" You have you heard that on TikTok ever? Yeah, you guys heard that? I want to play that when we get these at the donation.
Oh.
What you do with the
I think we should snippet that out.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you,
man.
Saeed. That is a £10 donation. And he says, waiting to see a Facebook clone. And we will be making a Facebook clone with every option, including live and marketplace tech. 1, React with TypeScript. Sonny, TypeScript is coming up. I know you're going to enjoy it. 2, Redux. 3, Apollo. 4, GraphQL. And 5, Docker. Damn, bro, I think you might be asking a lot for $10, bro. I think you're pushing it now. But we'll try to add some of the things in there. But thank you, bro.
No pressure, guys. So with that said, we got holy shit, they're gonna start asking for blood from me.
Yeah. Bro, just
so
for
now,
yeah.
Yeah. Oh man. For banner, so inside of the banner component now, it says banner is not defined, and that's because inside of here we need to do an import. So let's go ahead and say import. Oh God's sake, I've got a new keyboard. Import banner from banner.css. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Save that.
Somebody else message. They're like, could you make an app that includes React, GraphQL, Scikit-learn, and TensorFlow? Like, damn.
Holy shit. So it's freaking out. If you give it an empty thing, right, it's gonna start freaking out. So this will just say hello for now, something like that, and then it will actually go ahead and not give you an error. So it should be working completely fine once we put that in, and it saves and refreshes. Let's go ahead and refresh localhost 3000, Qazi.
All right, I will go ahead and refresh localhost 3000.
Oh, oops, I've done it wrong. This should be banner. Here should be, sorry, import from banner. That's why that was happening. Inside of here, we do import from banner CSS. That's nice. So there we go. We've got hello. Let's just say, I am banner. Okay. I am the banner. Now, what we're going to do is, I love how people actually spot that out as well. Like it shows how much you guys are watching. It's insane to see that.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, like when I see people like you've forgotten import, I'm like, holy crap, they're really like nailing in on that. So now inside of banner.js, we're gonna have a few things, right? We've got the search, so we're gonna ignore the search just for now. But for the info, right? So the actual banner itself, let's get that looking the way that that the majority of it that you see. What?
I found it. So I'm just gonna show it real quick. I was trying to spend some time looking for it. And I found the song in the compilation. This is what it is. Let me play it actually real quick. Hopefully it doesn't blow your ears, guys. Be prepared.
Oh, I can't see it. I can't hear it. I mean, damn it.
It's I don't know how this trend started, but it's all about like splashing water on people, and
oh yeah.
Yeah,
I've seen a few people doing it, yeah.
But I love that song. I love.
Oh,
Jesus Christ. Yeah, so you guys can look that up. It's called "What You Doing With That." Yeah, I'll definitely clip it and have it in our videos playing next time.
Nice. Sean Dawn says, "Great what you guys do. I made the Netflix and Google." Watching your video,
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, pretty sick name, Sean Dawn.
Oh nice. Damn, yeah, Sean Dean maybe.
Yeah. Oh damn it! David Jonathan said there wasn't sound.
Wait, are you serious?
So you guys, yeah, I might have not actually came through on the sound.
I think the sound was there, but it might have been too quiet. Let me try it one more time.
I
think it should be good, guys.
Someone jumps in like, is this the place where we learn React? They just see-
Did somebody say that?
No, I'm just imagining
Oh
if someone
yeah.
joins in. Yeah.
No, no, the audio is there. I mean, audio should be there, you guys. All right, let's keep coding. My bad. But yeah, that's where the song
Nice.
comes from.
So now what we're going to do is we have the banner and we want to basically get this to a point. So let's go ahead and put the banner over here. So we've got banner.css and just going to target the banner. And what I'm going to say here is that the banner should have a height of 50 view height. So this is going to be pretty much say it's got 50% of the screen is going to be its height, right? So we're going to say that we want it to be position relative because we're going to have some things positioned inside of it and we want to do some funky stuff with that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the background to an image, right? So the background of this, I'm going to set it to an image. And this background that I'm going to set it to is actually an image of like a sort of Airbnb looking building, right? So let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to save it. And now you can actually see if we go ahead and actually make that a bit bigger, Qazi. So let's go ahead and make that a bit bigger. We should be able to see, why is it looking like, oh yeah, oops. So we've got that, right? Now you can see the image is there, but it's not centered, right? So all we need to do is add these two lines at the end saying center, center, and this will center it horizontally, vertically, and you can see, boom, there you go. You get like a very nice centered image. Yeah, so that's really cool. Looks super clean. Let's go ahead and do half again. Nice. And what we're going to do now is where it says I am a banner, you notice how it's the background of the div that we actually set, right? So I'm going to actually go here and change this now. So we actually have inside of it, I'm going to have not I am a banner, but I'm going to create a div. So I'm going to say div, and this div is going to have a class name. So I'm going to say class name, and this is going to be banner info, right? So it's going to be banner info, and this is going to be responsible for the text that you see. So that black block of text that you guys saw in the previous build. So what we're going to have inside of it is a H1 which says get out and stretch your imagination. The reason why I didn't think of that was what was on the website. That's what's actually on the Airbnb website. And then we're going to have a H5. I think you're muted, Qazi. Yep.
Hello?
Now you're good.
No, I know, but I wasn't talking.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I thought I saw you talking to the camera. Nice.
No. I was just staring everybody down in the live stream, making sure they knew I was paying attention and watching them.
Nice. So now you can see, let's go ahead and refresh localhost because for some reason it does this when we pair program. Let's go ahead and refresh, Qazi, localhost 3000. And then what we're going to do is we are going to have, so now you can see it says get out and stretch your imagination.
Here's some good comments, by the way. I just want to shout them out. Mawaniki says, after trying tons of boot camps, I found my Yoda. You guys are the best. And Robert says, thanks. Your streams and videos are great. Keep going, guys. Learned a lot from you.
Nice. And you know what, guys? Even if you're a beginner, just follow along with the builds. And I say this even to the students inside the course, follow along with these builds. It's pattern recognition. Just by following along with the build every single time, you'll start to pick this stuff up naturally. Like if you go along with every single build, it's impossible not to learn, right? So go ahead and make sure you do that and you guys will naturally pick up these skills. Nice. So with that said, let's actually go ahead and add an explore nearby button, right? So let's go ahead and add that button in. So let's go ahead and do it here. So say button, and it's a capital B because we're using the material UI button. So I'm going to need to go ahead and import that at the top of the file. Let's go ahead and pop that in at the top. And then here I'm going to say explore nearby, explore nearby like this. And then I'm going to go ahead and give this a variant. So I'm going to say this is a variant of outlined. So material UI allows you to pass props to its components. This one changes the look and feel of that button. So the explore button, you can't actually see it very well, but you can actually see it now. And Merbon's in the chat. Hey, she goes, sorry, fashionably late. The girlfriend's always supporting. Nice. So now we've got explore nearby. And now what we're going to do is actually go ahead and style this banner info so it looks a lot nicer than what we're seeing right now, right? So let's go ahead and do banner _ info. And let's do this. So banner _ info, info. And let's actually go ahead and change the background color of this to black. So let's change the background color to black, and let's do this. So we're going to say color of white as well. So change the color, because now remember we've just set the background color to black. So the text is also going to be hidden. So we need to make the color white, and you can see now we can see the color of that stuff, right? So now what we're going to do is that's for oh. Confused. Now, so let's go ahead and do color white. And what we're going to do is we're going to add some padding, right? So these are different values we're going to be using. I'll run you guys through what each one is. So padding top, I'm saying give it 25% padding top. I want padding left 50 pixels, padding right 50 pixels, padding bottom 40 pixels. And then I'm going to say the width should be 300 pixels max, right? So the width of 300 pixels. And that will actually tie it in a little bit. And now what's really nice about this design, guys, is that if you actually go ahead and make this bigger, Qazi, we should be able to see that this will actually is a very nice sort of overlay, right? So let's go ahead and make it bigger. Can you see it? Like it kind of looks pretty neat how it's in there, right? So you can kind of get that thing, and then like
yeah, it looks super neat. By the way, Ramraj says please consider adding tracked module in the PWJ course. What's tracked? Maybe he misspelled React. I don't know.
Yeah, I think you might be talking about React inside the PWJ course. We actually do have a bunch of content. We have loads of coaching calls on inside the course, and we're actually dropping some modules on React. So everything is going to be inside that course, yeah.
And apparently Ashish enjoyed Maribon and Sonny's dance video on Savage Love on TikTok.
Hey, nice. Quit getting that clout.
Damn, yeah. There we go. All right.
Somebody says, "Do you teach hacking?"
Yeah.
Man, if you consider debugging hacking, let's go. You know?
Yeah.
Right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to change the style of that button, right? So let's go ahead and target the buttons. We're going to say banner info, the direct child, which is a button, and I'm going to go ahead and do background color. And I went and actually saved you guys some time, and I found the color of Airbnb, which is this right here. So if we do that, you can see the button pops in, right? Now, you can see by default Material UI makes everything uppercase for some weird reason. So to get rid of that, you do text transform inherit, and that'll get rid of that uppercase. Whoa, just got another donation by Manav Aurora. I think I've seen him in a few of these videos. Awesome. He says PWA or React Native. What will be great for a project? Depends on what you're doing, dude. So PWA is Progressive Web App. I'd recommend go with that until you need a native app.
And I love what Ramraj is saying. He goes, I'm loving the PWJ course already. Way to go. Thanks for the awesome content. And I actually want to share something pretty epic that happened in PWJ yesterday, actually. So I'm going to show that.
Also,
I know,
dude,
I will address that in just 1 second. I'm going to lose my shit, actually. So I'm actually trying to hide that from myself for just 1 second so I can show this, because we have a bunch of awesome things to show you guys. Where did he post it? Where did Devin post it? I'm trying to find. Let me actually try this. Okay, let's try.
Oh, yeah. Let's
All
share
right,
that.
here we go. Here we go. Awesome. So I just found it right now. I'm going to full screen this, and hopefully you guys should be able to see this. So Devin is our student in Profit with JavaScript, and here he goes. I'm not normally used to posting stuff about myself. This is Devin, by the way. He was coming on the live streams as well. He goes, but I know it's important to share wins, so I'm sharing mine while I have them. First of all, I love my new job. It's my first six-figure job, and I'm learning. So first of all, damn, Devin, congrats on your first six-figure job. And he goes, and I'm learning a lot of different things that I don't ever get to practice when I work for smaller companies. I've only been working this job for a little over a week, but it's awesome. Second, I just got accepted to the second round of interviews with Google. Yes, that Google. Insane. And he goes, I am so pumped. When I first joined the group, I was working for a mom and pop agency doing WordPress sites, making like 1/3 of what I'm making now. And I only joined PWJ back in June/July. Is there a correlation? I'll let you decide. I want to thank everyone in the channel for their support because I'm mostly here for the community and it's helped me in a large way. Dude, that is so freaking awesome.
That is insane, dude.
And look, Frank is here too.
Second stage. Nice. That's awesome, guys. If you want to know how to get inside this community, link in the description.
And David is here. David is also on the live chat with us right now.
Yeah, David's always watching. Solid guy. He was actually in the coaching call yesterday.
Yeah.
We spoke loads and we'll be working quite closely together. So David's an awesome dude inside the course.
Yeah. And what the hell? The greatest ever. You should be in the course right now. You're the only one left who is our biggest supporter but not joining the course. You should jump in. So
100%.
Dude, that is sick. This is for you, Devin. I just played the air horn, and that is a massive, massive win to be in the second round of training. And also, Kiara Robinson is in her round of interviews with Google as well, and she's in PWJ.
I'm actually coaching her, dude.
Oh, snap.
Yeah,
damn.
Yeah, so I'm actually giving her a bit of hand with those interviews. Yeah, so she's doing a Google interview as well, and she reached out to me to get some help on that. So yeah, that's another student inside the course who's doing Google interviews. So this is like mind-blowing stuff, guys. Like seriously, it's insane that the jobs these people are getting. Like Frank even got a 6-figure contract. Blew my mind. Like for a company, and if you guys have heard of Sonos, then that's the company that he got it for. So amazing stuff.
Yeah, we're just having massive wins left and right. So if you guys are serious about taking your career to the next level, guys, I'm telling you this, jump on this course before we increase the price. And just for fairness, so all of you know, we know that this program is worth over $2,000 because most people send us messages telling us how much this program is worth more than the boot camps that they paid for. And in next week, we're going to be doing a challenge for React. And during that challenge, we're going to be increasing the price of the course, and then it's permanently increasing. It's going to keep going up. Yep. So if you find it for less than $2,000 and you're serious about this, you should 1,000% join. So for all of you who are here, just letting you know, because I think this would be a good deal for you guys before the price actually goes up in a week or less.
Exactly. And guys, if you're on the fence and you can't make the decision yet, or like you're tempted or whatever, make sure you check out in the description. We actually are offering a completely free training on the 3 top mistakes that developers make. Completely free training. Go ahead and check that out. And yeah.
Yep. So you guys have the links in the description. You guys can go to this page anytime you want, and make sure you just check out this video over here. For Profit with JavaScript, this is the page, cleverprogrammer.com/PWJ, and it will tell you everything about this program. But you guys know you're going to be getting Sonny on the program on the live coaching calls. You know you're going to be getting Naz. So it's a brilliant program, guys, with so much just heart and soul. We put this together. Join it. Your mind will be blown. That's all I can say.
Yeah. And guys, like I can't stress enough, like if you think that if you enjoy the live streams, me, Qazi, Naz, the entire team, Frankie, we put our heart into this program. So like everything that we love and we aspire to like to make an impact in this sort of in this community is inside that program. So like if you want to be a part of that, then just jump in. Yeah.
100%.
Awesome.
Dope. Let's keep rocking and rolling.
Nice. With that said, guys, we were on the banner, right? So we just added in the text transform inherit line of code, which actually changes the button text to lowercase because we don't want it to be super everything like screaming at you. And right now it's touching the top text. So I'm going to do is margin top of 20 pixels, font weight of 600. And you'll see that pushes the button slightly away from the top of the text, which is awesome. So we want to make sure that that's done. Also the H5 tag, so the one which says plan a different kind of getaway to uncover the hidden gems near you. Going to go ahead and target that and give it a margin top of 5 pixels. Qazi, we need to actually set up prettier because for some reason prettier doesn't do it when we save, which is a bit annoying. But
it will not work, bro. I think live share causes these problems.
Yeah, it's fine. We can carry on without. That's fine. Yeah. So we've got the H5, and what we want to do, guys, is when we hover over that button, right? So right now, when we hover over that button, it's not very responsive, right? So it's going to actually change to a different color. So Qazi, if we actually go ahead and hover over the Explore Nearby button.
Yeah. So guys, that Slack group, Bara just asked, do we need to be a member of Profit with JavaScript to join the Slack group, yes, you have to be, because that the way we keep the quality just incredible in that group is by whoever joins Profit with JavaScript gets access to our community as well. And I think community is actually one of the best parts of that program. So what did you want me to do, Sonny?
If you just hover over the explore, I saw
Ooh,
some people in the comments saying, "Who's the guy in the back?" Because Frankie's
Frankie.
just like Frankie's shooting
Oh,
videos.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
guys, that's Frankie over here. He's getting some sick shots actually. So let me show you guys actually the photo that he just took, and look at the setup here. I mean, that looks amazing. This is my setup right now to do this live stream. This is all we have to do to actually make it come true.
Nice, dude. Awesome. Were you sharing your? Oh, nice. Yeah, I see it. Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Nice. It's dope. So yeah, that's Frankie, guys. Notice when Kazi hovered over the explore nearby button, it went black, right? We don't actually want it to go black because it doesn't look very clean. What we want to do instead is target it so that when we hover over it, so when we add this hover attribute, it's going to change the background color to white and then the text to, so it's basically going
Oh,
to invert the
one
colors.
second. I'm sorry. I keep doing this, but I don't want to miss this. So I forgot about this comment. Somebody in the chat reminded me. Thank you about that. But Lewis donated $5. Thank you so much. And he goes, my donation of $20 was for your little dog. Damn. Thank you. Thank you
That's
so much.
insane, dude.
He goes, this
Love
one
that.
is for you guys. Great job. Let's go. Thank you, Lewis.
Thank you, Lewis. That's amazing, dude. Nice. So with that said, so if you hover over the explore nearby, you'll see the colors should invert now.
Yep.
Nice.
Oh, nice. That looks
Yeah.
clean.
Like a crisp little look to that. And what we're going to do now is actually go ahead and have, so we've done that sort of very nice sort of look and feel to that part. What we're going to do is have an actual search button at the top. So a search button which has search dates, right? So at this point, to add that search button, I'm going to go ahead, add another div on top of this. And this one, we're going to call, so I'm going to say div, like here. I'm going to give it a class name. So I'm going to say class name of banner, and this is going to be banner __ search, like this. And here I'm going to basically add in a button. So I'm going to say a button will exist here, and this button will essentially say, at this point we're going to say just search dates, right? So something like this, button search dates. And what I want to do is I'm going to give it a variant of outline. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. Oops, I forgot that we don't have prettier. So I'm going to go ahead and do variant of outlined. Oops, variant of outline like this. Awesome. And then what I'm going to do is give it a class name as well. So I'm going to go ahead and say class name of banner __ search button. So we can style this later on. So banner search button. And with that said, we should have a button on top, and you can see it's actually there. It's a little bit difficult to see, but it's actually sitting there at the top, and it says search dates at the top. So that's very clean. Now we're going to go ahead and style that. So whenever we give a material UI class a class, we actually need to style it with the important properties. So I'm going to go ahead and add the following styles to that button. I'm going to say a background color of white. I'm going to say the font weight should be 900, and it should have a text transform, so to get rid of the uppercase text, and we're going to give it the text itself a color of the Airbnb pink. So that's how we get that look and feel. And then what I'm going to say is for the banner search, so the actual div surrounding it, I'm going to say go ahead and do the following. So I'm going to say give it a top of 0, so it should be attached to the top. Give it a display flex. So actually, let's go ahead and get rid of this one. We can do display flex, and then we're going to say flex direction column, and this will actually span the entire width of the screen, so display column. And now you should see it takes up the top of the column. So you see at the top now we have that search dates, and I'm going to get rid of the home component text over there because that's just ugly right now. So boom, there we go. You've got the search dates at the top, right? So that looks clean. But what we want to do now is have it so that when you click search dates, we essentially change it so it says search dates and then hide, search dates and hide. And now to demonstrate this, go to the deployed version, Kazi. Let's go, and if you click on search dates, so you see it says hide at the top, and then it says search dates. Every time you click the button, it changes the state, right? right? So we want to get that functionality, and then basically we
And
will
that
use that.
nice little animation when I click it at the top.
Yeah, so that's actually already in there at the moment. So if you go ahead and go to R1, so the local host,
Ooh,
so that's the reason why we get that is because we're using the Material UI button.
nice. Okay.
Yeah, so that's why we get that one right there. So awesome. So now what we're going to do is we are going to go to the search dates. And what we got to do to get this functionality is actually add in a piece of state. So the piece of state that we're going to add in, so state is essentially just how you write a variable inside of React. Here we're going to have a piece of state which is called show search. Right? And the reason why we're going to do this is because we want this variable to keep track of if we click that button or not. And by default, initially when we click it, we're going to have false. And the reason why we want to do this is because we're going to say if you click it, so let's just say, for example, whenever it says show search, or if show search is true, then I basically want to render out the search element that you guys saw earlier. So let's just say show search. So show date picker. Let's show date picker. So that's what we're trying to do here. Exactly. Now, if we go ahead and save, so it says use state is not defined. We need to import that. So we need to import that as such at the top of the file. There we go. Save it, and then we should be able to see now if we save that. So Qazi, now if we actually change this to true, you should be able to see that it should say show date picker. Awesome. And if I change this to false, it goes ahead and it hides that. Right? So now we have some kind of functionality to it, right? So what we need to do is that button, we're going to tie the functionality to that button. So I'm going to say on click of that button, whenever you click that button, I'm going to shoot off an arrow function. So it's going to shoot off a function. And this is going to say set show search to whatever the opposite of show search currently is. So if it's currently true, it's going to become false. If it's currently false, it's going to become true. So now to show this in practice, Qazi, go ahead and hit the search date button or search dates. And now you can see show date picker. There we go. So you see we have some kind of functionality to it now, right? And now that basically sets us up for the next part. The next part is essentially building that beautiful date picker that you guys see in the final build, which is that really nice.
All right,
visual...
I'll add that to the top. So currently we're working on building the date picker.
Yeah, we're building the date picker at the moment.
Okay, I just added that to the top.
Awesome. So now what we're going to do is let's go ahead and go to, let's go ahead and actually go to, we need to basically, we're going to replace this show date picker with some kind of component which looks like this. So we're going to have a search component, right? And this search component should render out to be essentially what we see in the final product. So let's go ahead and create search.js. So we should snap into that file any second now. I've just created a search.js file. And boom, we are in it. And if we do RFCE, we should get our ES7 snippet. And let's go ahead and do our normal BEM naming conventions. We say search. Let's go ahead and create the appropriate CSS file. So we're going to import from search.css. Save that, create the search.css file. Nice.
By the way, we just broke 1,000 likes.
Yep.
So thank you guys
nice,
so much for that. That is huge. And Maraban says that if Sonny could, he would shower with the AirPods. Chris Cavern just dropped. Chris, thanks so much for the $5 donation. Really appreciate you. Damn. And he goes, finishing up the Hulu shadow clone you did yesterday, but wanted to show some love. Hey.
That's awesome, dude. Glad you're doing that. Because yeah, the Hulu clone was one of the funnest builds. I didn't think it would be that fun, but
it was freaking
if you guys
awesome,
haven't,
dude.
Yeah, if you guys haven't, that's something which like just looks so nice on your portfolio, like the Hulu clone. It might already be deployed actually, so you might have it.
Is it clone?
Let me go ahead and see if I've got it. So I've got the actual link here. I can drop it to you, and so let's go ahead and do it. I'll drop it in the code, Qazi. So go ahead and check out that.
Okay, boom. All right, got it. So this is the one you guys built yesterday. Damn, it just looks
Yeah,
so freaking slick. Like, look at that.
it's
Wow.
insane. Yeah, and it's completely connected to an API. So if you go to the top and you actually go ahead and
Because I
click
was wondering,
the
I'm like, how much accurate dummy text and data did you guys add? Like, holy crap. Oh, wow.
yeah,
So if I actually change horror, romance, it changes. Yo, this
yeah,
build is actually sick. Kind of regret that I wasn't like here for this build.
this one was pretty fun. Yeah.
Like, look at how juicy it all looks like. Oh.
Even for the even the animations, like me and Frankie were saying, adding those animations changes it from a website to an app, right? So
Yeah,
when
true, true, true.
yeah,
That's true.
so this is the kind of app that you guys would see on like a Fire Stick TV app or something, you know? Like this is the kind of thing that you would be used to seeing as opposed to just a website. Like so you could probably build this, deploy it on some kind of Fire Stick app, and yeah, that'd be awesome. Nice.
Somebody asked, Luke says, why don't you guys work at Google? Guys, we're not the guys who work at Google. We get the guys who work at Google at Google. We're those
Oh
guys.
yeah. Literally those guys.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully in the next 1 or 2 years, like the probability of somebody asking like how'd you get a job at Google, like, and somebody like saying clever programmer would be like massive. They're like, hey, it was
Yeah.
clever programmer.
Exactly. Nice. So with that said, let's go ahead and build the search functionality. So let's go back to search, and here, this is going to be an intricate part of it,
Wait,
right?
hold on.
So
So are we building search or date picker?
yeah. We're building the date picker, but this is part basically the date picker is the search component.
Hmm.
God damn it.
Okay, all right. I mean, I don't understand. How does that work? There,
So this is the date picker component. Yeah.
right. So Are we not working on the date picker component then? Okay, okay, all right. I'll just let you keep going,
We
bro.
are. We are. The
All right.
search component, I'm gonna add this in here, like date picker component. There we go.
All right.
Nice.
All right.
So now we've got the I think Mevan loves your chair. Is this new chair, by the way? I swear I think I've seen this in the previous ones, or is
Oh
it new?
yeah. Thank you guys, by the way. This is a brand new chair I just got actually. It has a nice little pillow here for me to sleep on. Look at
That's
that.
the
You know,
That's a
gives a
proper
little.
streamer chair. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it has like this back support thing, which is hard to show right now, but it's right here, this thing right there.
Nice.
So it has, yeah. Because what was happening with the other chair was I couldn't actually sit with my back on it, so that was the problem.
I'm laughing because meanwhile Frankie's got like a normal chair. A normal chair.
Yeah, Frankie's chair. No, Frankie has a pretty cool chair, right? This is a mesh chair.
I just have a pillow.
He has like a wooden chair.
Back, put it on a bar stool.
Yeah. Look at his setup.
Look at his
My setup is like a spaceship.
It works, you know.
Yeah, you know. Hey man, when you live stream, you know, you need all this. I just walk around like this now. I don't even let my neck go from here.
Oh man.
I try to keep my neck glued. All right, here we go.
Let's carry on.
Back to the date picker.
Nice. So inside the date picker, we need to do a few things, right? So the thing that actually allows all that date picker magic to happen is the React date range. So I'm trying to kill the laughter. It's like- so we need to do npm I. Oh wait, can I do it? Yeah, npm I. So let's open up the terminal, Qazi.
Whoops. There we go.
Rafi Code says, Sonny, is that your AMG? That is my AMG. Thank you, dude.
Hey,
This
that
goes.
guy's name is, but his name is mine. What the hell's going on here? I'm Rafe.
Oh yeah, nice.
Uh, Frank goes. Frankie has. Frank goes. Frankie has the junior dev chair. Kazi has the senior dev chair.
Hey, nice.
Yeah.
Dude, let's go to the second terminal.
Mm, okay, so second terminal right here. Type in here
Yep.
npm ICU,
Yep. So npm I and then React date range. So this one right here.
and it doesn't
Yep.
matter if you're in that folder or in the actual app folder, right?
Yeah, it doesn't matter which one.
Well,
Yep.
CD anyways, bro, because we're gonna forget when we're about to deploy.
Oh, damn. Wait, no, hold up. Did I do it? Oh, okay. Good shout, dude. Good shout. Yeah, make sure
Yeah.
you're in the right one because otherwise that will be an issue.
Damn, bro, you can
It's
just
being
tab it,
super
bro.
slow. It's
Okay,
being
okay.
super slow in my
Alright,
one
alright.
right now.
I
Yep.
was like, damn, what's going on?
So CD.
Mm.
So then we do npm I. Make sure you're in the right folder, guys, because that will. I don't know. My terminal's being so slow, but there we go.
Who retracted that message? Damn, dude, why are they? That's funny, dude.
What was that?
Somebody's message just got retracted. They're like, I don't know what he said, but he's like, "Am I the only one who thinks Sonny is looking fat today?" I don't know why people think that you're more
Oh
jacked than
no,
everybody here. I'm the
dude,
one
these
who's
guys are
actually
tired.
fat. I gotta work on my belly, you know. Gotta work on it. I'm trying to box every day. I'm like a
I'm
few
actually
months in
starting
right now.
MMA again.
Hey, let's go, bro.
Yeah, doing Krav Maga, which is like an Israeli style of MMA.
Damn, damn.
Yeah, it'd be dope, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I'll show you
so
some
we've added.
jujitsu. You can show me some Krav Maga.
Let's do it, dude. I'm down. I want to learn jiu-jitsu as well. That'll be sick.
Yeah.
So now, guys, we're going to import the date range picker. So this is like a very handy npm module that I found. And we're going to import it. And now you also need to import two other files. So these are CSS files that the guys who made this module recommend that you bring in. And this is because basically this is going to give you all that styling that you guys saw in the final one. That's how the date picker looks, the way it looks. Shiria Sharma said, try capoeira. That'd be fun.
That's fun. And Ashish says MMA tutorials coming soon.
Yeah. Just to see us doing React one day, Jiu-Jitsu the next.
And boxing the day after that.
And that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. So we imported the date range picker, and to use it, there's a few things we need to do now, right? So we need to add two pieces of state, and to add those pieces of state is very simple. One is going to be for the start date, and one is going to be for the end date. So here we just done that. So we've added in the start date, end date. Let's go ahead and do, yeah, that's it. Nice. And for the start date, we're going to give it we're just using today's date as the initial value. And for the end date, we're doing today's date as well. Now, once we've done that, we need to actually add in the following object. So here we basically say const selection range. Now this stuff, you don't really need to know why we need to do it this way. The main thing is somebody said Sonny can't stop laughing at Frankie's chair. It does make me laugh, honestly. Is it?
Yeah, Frankie, show us your chair again. Oh shit.
It's because
Oh shit. What happened here? Yo, who's manning the fucking chat? Damn, guys.
it's because you're like this. You're like super stern on your chair, you know?
Oh. Bro, I'm not leaving this thing, bro. I'm just glued to this thing because I've learned my lesson. My neck starts breaking after doing the live streams.
Yeah, it does. It does. Right. So
Never move.
we need to add this selection range, and this is something that they want you to do if you're using this. So you need to do selection range, start date, end date, and then the key, which is just selection. I'm not sure what the key is for in this situation, but you need to have it. So add that in, and then we're going to create a function, and this function is basically responsible for when you basically select a date. So here we're saying whenever you select a date, set the start date to whatever range you selected the start date, and then set the end date to whatever range you selected the end date. Now this is all done by the library itself, so we just need to have this function in here, and then they handle everything else. Um, so Manavaro says, "Are you going to launch any React Native course?" And he just dropped a donation. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Yeah, not a React Native course at this point, but React we're covering. So yeah, so we'll actually be dropping some content on React Native very soon. Nice. So we have the search here, and now what we're going to do is we are actually going to go ahead and add in the following line of code. Now, this is the date range picker itself. So date range picker ranges, we basically pass an array with selection range. So this one here, and that's an object. And then on change, we pass in our handle select function. Okay, so this is stuff that I would recommend you guys just follow. You literally just follow it along. You do it as I've written it, and everything will just work for you as well inside your project. So, Qazi, let's go ahead and open up our local host. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to import the search. So import search from search. Yeah, there we go. And now what we should be able to see is it says use state is undefined. Okay, so use state is not defined. We need to go ahead and do this. Nice, save it. And now it also says, I can't read that. It says cannot resolve something. What does it say? Cannot resolve. Let me go ahead and pop this in. Cause oh yeah, I've got it. So localhost 3000. Nice. But it says cannot resolve date FNS. Oh yes. Okay, so this actually requires something called FNS. So you need to do npmi. So let's go ahead and pull it up. npmi date FNS. So it's a peer dependency. To be honest, they should have set the modules up to actually do this for you. But you need to do this step, guys, because you need that. Otherwise, you're going to run into this issue. So that's their bad, but it should be fine. So now once that installs, that should fix this issue for us. Okay, there we go. So now if we actually see, it should be loading up for us in a second. So nice. So now if we click search dates, awesome. Qazi, go ahead and click search dates.
Hey, nice. It's opening that thing up, bro. Let me refresh and let's click it again. Boom, look at that. Got yesterday, this week. Damn, bro, that they build all of that out of the box. I was like, I don't know why, but I was thinking, man, I'm like, Sonny must have done a lot of math here to make this stuff work. I'm like, damn, bro.
I should have just made up some excuse and be like, yeah, dude. You know what? To be honest, I have built one of these manually at a previous job, and guys, it's actually a headache to build that. So using a package like this is actually really, really handy. And this one is actually looks beautiful. It looks really nice. It's a really, really good library to use because there's a lot of edge cases that you have to account for when you're doing this.
Guys, stop repeating questions in the chat. We are gonna block you.
So now what we're going to do is let's go ahead and add in the following. So I need to I want to check something actually. I wonder if we removed this from underneath here and changed it over here and then we tried it. So let's go ahead and save. I just want to try something quickly. So now if we go ahead and try and click the search dates. Okay, that's pretty clean, but it's not as nice as we want. All right, anyway, so going back to the point. So let's go ahead and we've added in this date picker functionality. So we need to style it to look the way that we want it to look, right? So in order to get it to look like that, we need to do a bunch of styling to this thing. And in order to do that, let's go ahead and do the following. So inside of search, this target search, let's do the following. So we're going to say position absolute. Top 35 pixels, left 25%, width of 100, view width. So, Qazi, if you go ahead and click on the search dates.
Yo, thanks, Adam. Whoa, what happened to my voice there? Yo, thanks, Adam, for the 79-cent
Nice.
pound. Is it euro?
79 pence.
Euro? What is this?
That's pence, like pounds. It's
pence?
cents, like, yeah.
Wait, are you serious?
It's like pennies. Yeah, 79 pennies.
79 pence with a
Yeah.
P.
Yeah. It's like pounds and pence and dollars and cents.
Oh shit, bro. I did not know this. Thank you
Yeah.
for the 79 pence. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, dude. So here we're gonna do so click on search dates.
All right. Boom. Clicked.
Yep. And now as we style it, you'll be able to see everything sort of move around as we need it. So leave that open.
I'll leave
What
that
we're gonna
open.
do
Do you
now?
want me to make it half the screen?
Yeah, let's do half and half. Nice. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add in, boom. I'm gonna add in this, and we're gonna make it so now it's saying top 35 pixels from the top, left 25 pixels, and then width 100 view it. Let's do half and half, Kazi, for this bit.
All right, I will. Somebody is like, yo, if you guys are making so much money, why do these little donations impress you? Guys, that's the humility that actually got us here today.
Exactly. Yeah. And that will never change, guys. Like even if somebody sent us one, like literally, like even
One
if you hit the
pence.
thumbs up button, yeah, hitting the thumbs
Yeah.
up button, we're so grateful for. Like it literally doesn't. Like I remember in the beginning we started up and it was like a $4 donation, and it was like it blew our mind. So yeah,
Yeah. Dude, is that what Mike Pence is? He's a
yeah,
pound, one cent, 1 pound cent. No, it's
yeah.
just a bad joke, but okay, got it.
Nice. So now what we're gonna
I
do
was talking
is
about this guy, Mike Pence, but I'll just remove it. All right.
Right. So now we're gonna target the H2. Which is so right now we don't actually have a H2 element. So I'm going to go back to our search and I'm going to add in a H2, which is basically going to be the number of guests. So we're going to have that number of guests pop in underneath. And then we're going to have number of guests. And also we're going to have an input field for the number of guests. So here we're going to have an input field for like how many guests you want to have. And then we're also going to have a button which says search Airbnb. All right. So I'm going to add a button. So here I'm going to say I'm going to say button, and I need to do an import for that. And here I'm going to say search Airbnb. So let's go ahead and do that. Search Airbnb. Let's go ahead and import that at the top. So boom, like that. Save the file. And then it says people icon is not defined because the people icon is an icon that we need to import from Material UI. So go ahead and save that. Hey, Adam Tate just dropped another donation of £2. He says, thanks for taking your evenings up to do this. Dude, you're welcome. Like, it's insane the amount of value that we see you guys. Like, that's insane. Love that, dude.
Thank you, bro. This guy's working his way up from pence to multiple pence. Yo, thank you. Really appreciate it. I think the first one was just a feeler,
Yeah,
just
see
a
it
little
goes
tester.
through.
Damn. All right, thank you, bro.
Nice. So now what we're going to do is we have the dates popping up. So again, if you could just click on the search dates button, Kazi. The reason why we have to click it is because, it refreshes at times. So now you can see it says search at the bottom. Oh, Salman Fazad Faisal has dropped $5 Canadian. Nice. Says, we'll be coming back to code this later at my own pace. Just passing by to say thank you.
Hold on, let me pop that in. Let me pop that in. Okay, now I'll cover it.
So he says, we'll be coming back to code this later on at my own pace. Just passing by to say thank you from everyone. By the way, we'll be coding React Native anytime soon. Of course, dude. We will be definitely coding React Native soon. So stay tuned for that. And again, massive thank you for donating. We really appreciate that.
Thank you, bro.
Awesome. So let's go ahead and do H2. Yeah. So now for the H2, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy a bunch of styles in here and I'm going to explain through what they're doing. So as soon as I hit save on this, you actually see the style looked a bit different there, right? And the reason why that happened is because I done display flex align item center, which means that we now have that icon, so that people icon pushed to the right. So we now have the people. So Kazi, you might need to move our face on the on Ecamm. So let's move our face to maybe the center
You got it.
because right now it's covering the number of guests. Um, so that should be you guys should be able to see now on the drop down it says the number of guests and then it actually has that people icon and then we got that with justify content space between and display flex. So now they're spaced apart and we gave it a width of 559, padding of 10 pixels, background color of white, position absolute, left of 0 and top of 380 pixels. And the parent, well, we actually gave it position relative, so that's why it stays in its place. So the next thing is I'm just going to go ahead and style the input. So the input field is this one here. So this one over here. And this one, I'm going to go ahead and do this. So I'm going to say a width of 539, padding of 20 pixels, position absolute, left 0, height 30 pixels, top 420, and border of none. So you guys can just go ahead and actually just use these styles and copy us, and it will work for you. And that actually drops it down to the next line. And that's actually a very nice number sort of that you can now select and it will show you and the final thing that we're going to do, or not the final thing, but I basically now when you click the number of guests, so Qazi, click on the number 2 and you'll see that nasty outline. So not that one where it says number of guests. No, it says so you get that nasty outline. So to get rid of that we add in this, we say when we focus make the outline width 0, so you can see it's gone now.
Ooh, that is, but now I can't. Hold on. Yeah, it's definitely gone. Yeah, it's true, it's gone. But the date picker kind of blends into the page a little bit, so I can't see where it's ending. But yeah, definitely, it looks much better.
Yeah, so right now that's fine because we will be adding a button which you'll be able to see in a sec. Yeah, so for the button to style, we need to do the following. We're going to say go ahead and target that button and do the following. So position absolute, left of 0, top 480, text transform inherit, and that's because we don't want it to be uppercase. Background color of the Airbnb color, and then color white and a width of 579, and that will give you the exact perfect dimensions that you guys are going to need, and it should do what we want. So there you go, you've got it looking pretty good. But when you hover over, so if Qazi, if you hover over search Airbnb right now, you'll see it kind of goes transparent, which is nasty. Like, so the search Airbnb, yeah, you see that it kind of, we don't want that. We want it to basically invert the colors.
Right.
So to do that, we add this in. We say whenever we hover over it, we want to basically do a background color of white and a color text to be that. So now, if you do it and you hover over that, you actually see it. So if you click hover over search Airbnb,
click it. Nice. Now it looks clean.
Yep.
You want me to click it?
Not yet. No.
Got it. Because I will click it.
Danny Finkelstein says, "Keep up the awesome work, guys. I will watch this thoroughly tonight."
Oh snap! Let me pop that up.
$5.
Damn! Thank you, bro, for that $5 donation.
And said, "Whoa!
Nice, Danny. Thoroughly tonight.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go! Woo! Emotional code coming in with the heavy hitting $20 donation. Thank you so much. And all he said was, that was his message to us. Thank you so much.
Whenever I see like a $20 donation or something, I just picture somebody coming in swinging ever since Frank. You know,
seriously. Yeah, this is just epic. Thank you for that. We are at $111 in super chat. Thank you so much. We just broke $100, and you guys are awesome.
That's insane. Thank you so much, guys.
Let's keep this going. Hey! Woo!
So now what we're going to do is we are going to have it. So now we actually have that date picker component looking beautiful. It looks really nice. But when we click search dates, we want to change the text. And we want to change that text so that it actually says hide, right? So how do we do that? We go back to banner, and here, where we had the search dates, what we can do here is we can actually go ahead and change this now so that it says the following. We can actually say, we can do this. We can get rid of this, right? And inside of here, what we can do is we can say, if show search is true, then show
hold up
text. Otherwise,
Sonny, one second. So Sonny.
Yeah.
Hold up. How do we? Is there a way we can hide the sidebar completely?
Which
The
one?
the status. I think it's the. Is it the activity bar or the status bar?
You're talking about that blue stuff at the bottom.
On the left hand side, I think that's the status. On the left hand side, the one that with the file and the icons, because the code is getting way too wrapped. Like it's getting wrapped up way too much.
What we can do, I
You know what I
think,
mean?
is
Like it's looking too goofy now.
yeah, I think we can do
Like what is this?
show sidebar.
I mean, I
So
can make
click
it
on.
smaller, but I think then it becomes really hard to read unless everybody's okay with reading that.
I
I can
think
make
that's okay. I think
that's
that's
okay.
okay because yeah, I think that would be pretty good.
Okay, if you guys are okay with that text, just let me know. Otherwise, I can change it back.
Yeah.
And thank
Nice.
you so much, Devon, for the €5 donation. Thank you so much, brother. Really appreciate it.
Awesome. That's nice.
Yeah.
Thank you, dude. So now what we're going to do is we have the search dates added on. And if you click on the search dates, Qazi, so in localhost 3000, you'll notice it says hide. So it says search dates and then it says hide. Yeah, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
So we have this full functional
Ooh,
UI.
nice.
Yeah.
Look at
And if you
that,
make
bro.
it bigger, there you go. It centers perfectly. So you get a nice like little look to it. Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So now what we're going to do is we are going to make it so that we are actually going to, no, actually at this point, I think what we need to do is add in the cards, right? So the cards are what we see underneath those, like those really nice looking cards. And what we need to do is we go to home and essentially what we're going to do inside of home
Another
is,
epic
oh,
donation
nice.
by Pathre SFL. $4 donation. Thank you so much, my man. Really appreciate you. And guys, if like Pathre, you've also been enjoying this video so far, what can they do, Sonny?
They can smash the thumbs up button, guys. Make sure it's blue so it's done. And yeah, we appreciate that. It'll get the video out to as many people as it possibly can. And it will help more people out there. So go ahead and smash that thumbs up button.
Do it, guys. Thank you.
Awesome. So with that said, guys, now what we're going to do is oh, damn, dude. The donations are flying today.
Damn. What is
Sering
happening?
Cowden.
Let me find it
dropped one.
first. Let me find it
And let it
first.
drop in.
Oh wow. Sering always comes in hot. Sering Calden just dropped one, and what does he say, Sonny?
It says, sharing is caring. Thanks, guys, for sharing your knowledge. You guys are helping everyone a lot. Keep it coming. Please have this project pushed to Git.
All right. Okay, we'll do it. Thank you so much.
Nice. Thank you, dude. So now what we're going to do is we have inside of our home file, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have we're going to restructure this a little bit. So it says we're going to have a div, and this div is going to be called like a section, right? So it's going to be called, so we're going to get a class name, and this is going to be called home_section. And what we're going to consider a section is going to be like a row of 3 cards, for example. So inside of here, we're going to have 3 of those cards. So Qazi, let's go ahead and open up the actual app. So the actual deployed version.
Okay.
And we
right
should
here.
be able to see inside the deployed version, you can see we've got 3 cards in a row. And then if we go down below, we've got another 3 cards. And this is fully responsive, so they grow, right? So you can consider a section to be 3 cards, right? So we're going to have 2 sections. And then basically we're going to make it fully responsive. So in this bit here, we're going to have a card component, which takes a bunch of props, and it's basically going to be 3.
So
And then we're going to have another section.
So hold up. So one section is going to be 3.
Yep.
All right, got it. Nice.
So these 3, and then another section, these 3. Damn, dude, holy crap. Just
Whoa,
wait
what
for it.
is happening? We just got 2 more donations. One by, what is BAM? Can anybody, I mean, all I know is Horace is a badass motherfucker for giving us 195. That's the BAM it stands for. And Frank just sent $20 donation. He goes, sending some heat. Love the work you guys are doing. Awesome Airbnb build. Thank you, Frank. Always appreciate you, brother. And god damn, we just broke 154 in the super chat.
Oh, This is insane. Thank you so much, Frank. Thank you so much, Harry. This is insane. Holy crap. Nice.
Thank you.
Now, damn, dude. So now what we're gonna do
The greatest ever goes, Frank. I knew you were coming.
is
It's about that time. We should have like suspenseful
exactly.
music start queuing up like later in the stream. Kind of know that
Yeah,
Frank is coming.
exactly. Right.
Yeah.
So inside of home, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna add in a snippet of code. So it says home section, and for those sections, so those cards that you saw, they're gonna be inside of a row. So it's gonna be display flex, and we're gonna give it a padding of 30 pixels, right? So each one is gonna have a padding of 30 pixels. Another great donation from Shubham Pandey. Thank you so much. We've got a home section over here. So the card, we actually need to create a card component. So let's go ahead and do card.js over here. I'm going to create a card.js and we should be inside of it
Stop you for a
now.
second, bro. And here we go. Gautam goes, I recently completed your Reels clone.
Hey,
And he goes, and believe me, I got an internship in a local agency. Thank you so much.
damn. I think yeah, the Reels clone as well. Interesting. That's nice, dude. That's insane. Love that.
Check your phone.
All right.
It's awesome. Right. So now what we're going to do is we have the card component. So I'm going to do RFCE like this. And then I'm going to create a class name. So class name, I'm going to do here card. And we're going to go ahead and do, oops, we're going to go ahead and do import card.css like this. Oh no, what did happen there? Card.css. There we go. Save the file. And then inside of our card, so the card is an interesting one. It's going to take a few props. So props in a functional component appear here. So props basically are properties that we can pass to components which make them look different, but we can reuse them. So this one, we're going to destructure at this point, and we're going to say it takes a source, it takes a title, it takes a description, it takes a price, right? And these are the different properties that we're going to be using for when we reuse the card component, which is awesome. So now inside of the card, what we're going to have is we're going to have an image tag. So the image tag is going to basically take whatever source we pass in, and that's going to be the source. And then I'm going to create a div.
Sonny,
And if
so
you
we're done with the date picker, right?
yeah, we're done with the date picker. Now we're building the card components.
All right, Airbnb card components. Here we go.
Nice.
Awesome. I changed it, and I'm gonna drop this sound at the top. All right, and the greatest ever says, I just started applying today. Oh, dude, that is nice. So let me share that real quick. He goes, I just started applying today, and when I get employed, I will know for sure that it was because of these amazing lives and the amazing value shared. We'll be sharing that story in PWJ chat soon. Let's go.
Let's go, dude. That's amazing. The greatest
Yeah.
ever has been on these live chat, on these live streams
Consistent.
every single time. Yeah,
Yeah.
we notice you guys. Yeah,
I know Hajera. I've seen her very often on these live streams. Alexandros joins on these live streams quite a bit. So thank you guys. We really do appreciate you.
yeah, exactly. Manav, I think I've seen a few times. There's definitely a few people here which we notice, and we see you guys every time. So that's awesome. Now, we had so it's saying card is not defined, right? That's because what we need to do is actually go ahead and import the card. So let's go ahead and change this and let's do card like that. Now it will actually should fix that issue that we're having. And inside over here, what we can do is it says cannot resolve card.css. So I need to go ahead and create card.css, and we should pop into that right now. In a second. There we go, card.css. And now we should get rid of that error. So it's all part of getting rid of these errors, guys. So for the card, we have an image, right? Then we have a card info. So Qazi, let's go ahead and pop open the deployed version, and I'll give you a visual breakdown of what we're actually doing right now. So the card info section is actually, so you see we've got the image at the top,
Uh-huh.
And then underneath it, we've got something like I'm just making a div called card info. And now that contains the title, the description, and the price in some cases. So if you go to the
So
bottom,
hold up,
the,
hold up. What's the card? So card info is this here.
yeah.
All right, so that's gonna be this title, that description.
And then if you scroll down for the bottom cards, they also have a price.
Okay, got it. So boom, there we go.
Yeah. And the way that we do that is I just popped it in here. So we basically render out those things if they exist as a prop.
Nice. Okay, dope.
Yeah. And then inside of home, so I'm actually saved you guys a bunch of times. So I've actually gone ahead and pre-populated some of this stuff with some props. So I'm going to go ahead and swap these out with some properties that I've basically went ahead and found. It's going to do some annoying stuff right now, but let's go ahead and format this. But what you guys can actually do at this point is go ahead and you can pause the video and you can pretty much grab these, what I've written for these different components, the props that we're using. But if I go ahead and save that now, and let's go to our local host.
Yeah. So let's go right here.
Nice. And we should be
Hey, Soham just came in clutch. Thank you, Soham. And he goes, awesome, guys. I have started to learn JavaScript inspired by your clone videos. Great content. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much, Soham. Really appreciate it. And now we're over $160. Thanks to you guys. Always love and massive appreciation for all of you guys. And if you guys are enjoying this and you want this to go out to other people, make sure you smash that like button so it just keeps going out, guys.
Exactly. Massively appreciate if you guys do that. Nice. So we're going to go ahead and style some of these card components. So let's go to our card. And for card, the CSS, what we're going to do is for the top one, we're going to target the card. And I'm going to say, give it a margin of 10 pixels. David Rakosi is in the chat now. Oh, damn, dude. What's up? He's a crazy student inside of PWJ. Awesome student, and it's good to see you, dude.
Yo, nice. David, let's go. David has a few builds for you guys already built. We're either going to be delivering it live or dropping it as a video this week, hopefully. So really excited about that. And Pavel Nowak came in hot and just dropped 10 Poland. 10 Polands. And he goes, you are the best. Greetings from Poland. Thank you so much.
Nice. Oh, scripting like hero just said, I watch your tutorials and I got a job in my city. Thank you.
Damn. Wow, that is beautiful. Guys, we're trying to get to 5,000 developers, 5,000 people getting jobs as developers. That's our #1 goal this year in 2020. So that is amazing. We should have like a counter going seriously like at the top, and it should always be increasing every time we find out you guys either get a client or a job. But this one is going to be one of them.
That would be awesome. We should definitely do that. Or on the PWJ website or something, have like a live counter.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. So right now you can see that image is huge, right? So I don't want it to be
the one
that
at
big.
The bottom, this one here.
Yeah, and there's actually a few, they're in a row right now, but you just can't see it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say card image, and I'm going to go ahead and style this. So let's go back to half and half, and then we do this. We say card image, and I'm going to say
oh, nice. Object what the hell? It works. Whatever you did just works.
So object fit fill, and that should do that for us now. And what I'm going to then do is go ahead and do I'm now going to go ahead and do 300 pixels min width, min height of 200 pixels, and 100%. And then I'm going to go ahead and say for the card component itself, we're going to say that it should have the following properties. So let's go ahead and add this in. So I'm going to go ahead and add in a margin of 10 pixels, a border of 0 pixels, and a solid black. So this is very important because this actually gives it 0. So we don't actually need that one. We can give a border radius of 10 pixels. And you see you get the rounded corners right? The overflow is hidden so that if I don't have overflow hidden here, guys, you'll see even if I round the corners, you see what it did? Like it just gets, it doesn't do it as we want it. You want to make sure overflow is hidden. Then you do box shadow. Now this box shadow gives it that 3D effect. We're doing a transition, a transform, and this will actually come in because we're going to add a hover property here. So let's go ahead and add this in. And now what you can see is if you go ahead and hover over those cards.
I'll do that right now. Ooh, nice. They got that little feel to it.
Yeah.
But I think
And
they're
now
doing it. Yeah, go ahead.
the reason why we get the sort of animation with it is because we added in transition transform 100 milliseconds, which
Yep.
says that animation should actually take 100 milliseconds. If I get rid of that, let's go ahead and check out what it does. So you can see it's very snappy.
Ooh, ugly.
Yeah, you don't want that. You want that silky, buttery, smooth transition.
Ooh,
Let's go
silky,
ahead.
buttery smooth, dude. Like that almost
That's
like
it.
releases some taste in my mouth when you say those words.
You know, you're not the first one who said that. Somebody else actually said that in a coaching call. They were like, what really made me get inside of PWJ is when you said that the buttery smooth animations. And I was like, oh
Huh.
shit.
You should
Nice.
start saying that just like random times, like all the times. Let me
Exactly.
actually also and 0.1 is gonna also do the same thing too, right? 0.1 seconds. That should be 100 milliseconds.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, dope. So let's leave it like this.
Nice. Right. Now what we're going to do is we have those things, and the good thing is, guys, is that here it's doing it very clever. So let's go ahead and make this, make it big now, Kazi. Notice
By
how
the
it's going
way,
to use up.
this is really awesome. The greatest ever said something really nice, and he goes, Saring Calden. He was talking to Saring, and he goes, yeah, these guys may not even realize just how valuable they truly are, and just how much more value they're sharing as opposed to what they think they're doing for us. So yeah, like
I love that.
right, like we're putting in the effort for you guys. We're making this as valuable as possible, but for the right people, and it goes both ways, right? Because we can give you value, but also how much value do you pull and extract out of it? So we love having people like the greatest ever in our community who are like really feeling like they're getting their money's worth and a ton of value out of it. So
Exactly. Exactly that, guys. Kazi, go ahead and make the Airbnb so the local host a little bit bigger and notice how it grows now.
yeah, let me go ahead. Oh, this one right here, yeah. Ooh,
So make the actual,
nice,
yeah.
dude.
But if you grab the actual edge of the screen and just start pulling it, you'll notice that like you get a really nice sort of so look at that.
Ooh, look at that. That is nice.
Yeah, so it looks really slick.
Yeah, dude, I love that. That is excellent.
Yeah, so you get that sort of responsiveness now.
Frank says Kazi
So
making the buttery smooth thing weird now.
nice. So now what we're gonna do is
That's funny. All right, keep going, bro.
we're gonna basically for the card info, we're gonna go ahead and do the following. So we're gonna say margin top -9. That'll pull the margin up for the info on the text. And then we're going to say border radius of 10 pixels, padding 20, padding top 20, and margin a border 10, a border of 1, right? So let's go ahead and add those things, and then the C. And now what I'm going to
Ooh.
do is I'm going to style the text inside, right? So I'm going to style the text. So we've got a H2 and a H4 inside. So inside of card.js, we've got a H2 and a H4, the title and the description. So I'm making the font size 18 pixels, font weight of 600, and the H4 font size of 14, font weight of 300, margin top of 8, margin bottom of 8 as well. So let's go ahead and save that. And now you can see you get a much nicer look and feel to it. So that looks really clean. Now, with that said, let me go ahead and just check something. So let's go ahead and, Kazi, you zoomed in it by any chance on your local host? Are you zoomed in?
Zoomed into what, bro? What are you talking about?
As in, have you got a zoom on right now? So go ahead and press like command. So zoom into that screen. So press command. So okay, yes, that's perfect. Nice.
Nice. Yeah, I was a little zoomed in, I think.
Yeah.
I was a little zoomed in, but it seems like that is just today. We actually right now we got somebody to join Profit with JavaScript. Arnold
Oh,
Tomboy. Yep,
nice, dude.
and he
And
also
he
joined
actually
Profit
joined.
with Python.
That's awesome, dude. Is he watching right now?
I don't know, but if you are watching, drop it in the comments. I don't remember reading Arnold in the comments. I've been looking at the comments pretty consistently. I don't recall. So he might not be
Yeah.
on here, but
Yeah,
now he's
that's awesome
famous.
though. Hey, nice. So now we can see that we've got the first row up and running. So this is very simple now. If we go to our home.js, we can see the second one. We've got the outlines for them. So guys, let's go ahead and scroll down on localhost.
Yep, I'm gonna scroll down right
On
here.
Yep, so now you can see we've got the outlines there, so I need to give in the props, right? So let's go ahead and pass in the props. So again, I've gone ahead and done this hard work for us, so we can go ahead and go here and just paste these props. So these are another set of props that we have right here, and I'm going to go ahead and just align this in a bit more, and you can see here we've got it aligned. Here's another source, and here's another one. Boom. And if we go ahead and save this file now, we should be able to see the rest of the, so I'm going to go ahead and just zoom up and down a little bit, scroll up and down so you guys can see this. But now, because let's scroll down and you can see that we've got those two tiles, like those two rows of cards, right? So we've got two rows of cards, and the bottom one says 130, and it's got even got the prices on the bottom one.
Yep.
Really clean. Yeah, really
Super clean.
Yeah. Nice. So now we've got that done. What we need to do is go ahead and add the footer in. So for the footer, what we need to do is inside of app.js. So not, yeah, inside of app.js. Let's go back to app.js. So here we have, so you can see it's very, very nice layouts. We've got the header, we've got the home page, and then we're going to add pretty much a footer. Right, we're going to add a footer. So this will actually satisfy the last bit here, so the footer. And let's go ahead and create that footer.js. So
Oh, I
footer.js.
was wondering. Okay, it's picking up my phone sound. Okay, I muted it because I was messaging the student who joined, and people are like, "Holy crap, your phone sounds are jacked." Okay, got it.
Nice. So now for the footer.js, I'm going to do RFCE here, and then I'm going to do class name. So class name footer like that, and then here I'm going to do import CSS. So import the footer. Wait. So footer.css. Footer.css. Save it. Let's go ahead and create the footer.css file. So footer.css like this. And we should pop into that file any second now. Nice. So once we have the footer, guys, what we're going to do essentially is we're just going to jump in here, and we're just going to, this is going to be very simple, guys. We're going to have two p tags, right? We're going to have two p tags. One is going to say that little sort of no rights reserved. This is a demo at the bottom of the page. One is going to say privacy terms, sitemap, company details. That's what you see at the bottom of the Airbnb app at a very simple level. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this into our component here by saying footer. That should get rid of the error that we're facing. Save that, and it should go ahead and drop to the bottom of the screen now. So let's go ahead and scroll down, Qazi.
Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and scroll down on our app or the code.
Yeah. On the app, and you can see at the bottom we've got the footer pop in.
So are we now working on the footer?
Yeah. So we need
Damn,
to,
bro,
yeah,
you gotta tell me we're done with stuff. All right, here comes the horn sound. We're done with the cards.
The footer will actually take pretty quick. So we've only got one thing to add to the footer, but let's go ahead. So for the footer, we're gonna add the following styling.
I just added a foot emoji on the title.
Nice. So here, what we're gonna do is we've got the footer. So here we're gonna say border top 1 pixel solid light gray, padding of 20 pixels, background color of white. It's like a gray, off gray. The bottom 0, so it's going to stick to the bottom. And then we're going to say text align center. Here we don't actually need bottom 0, text align center. And then for the we're going to target the p tags. So that text, we're going to say padding of 5 pixels, font size of 14. So now if we scroll down, Qazi, we should see the bottom. So that footer should actually show us. And there we go.
Ooh, that looks okay. Hold on, it's not showing up for the people watching. So I'm gonna do this, and now it should show up. There we go. Showing up now. There.
Is it showing?
Now it's perfect. Yep, now
Nice.
it's showing perfectly.
Nice. So now you guys can see the footer. We just got another euro. We got a €1 donation from Aita Punjabi. Thank you so much,
Oh,
dude.
thank you, bro. Appreciate that. That is amazing. We're at 163 now.
Nice. That's crazy, dude. Damn.
Wow.
All right. So we've got that up and running, which is awesome. And then what we're gonna do is, guys, if you write a message and you do it all in capitals, it's gonna the Nightbot, which is like it's gonna like block you. So don't try not to write in all caps.
Yeah,
'Cause we have
sorry
a-
about that.
Yeah.
It's the bot is really aggressive, so we can't even control him. He has a mind of his own.
Yeah. All right. Now what we're gonna do, guys, is we've pretty much done the homepage. The homepage is done. Like it looks very slick. The thing is working. Now we want to move over to the search page, right? So how do we get the search page functionality? How do we do routing or any of that stuff? So to get that working, we need to use something called a React Router. So in order to get React Router working, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and install something called React Router DOM. So to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the terminal and I'm going to write the following. So I'm going to say npm I. So Qazi, let's go ahead and pull up the terminal.
All right, Command J, let's go.
npm I, and we're going to do React Router DOM. And I'm going to hit enter on that. And that will pull in the dependencies that we need to have routing. Now, routing, let's give them an example of what we're going to do here, Qazi. And let's also change the title to say set up React Router.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Changed it.
Nice. So whoa, damn. I'm going to wait for that
Whoa,
one to
whoa,
come
whoa,
on.
whoa, whoa, whoa. What's happening here?
Wait for it.
Damn! Oi, coming in hot.
That's dope, dude. He says hello from New York.
Hold on. Let me put it up here, bro. You gotta give it respect.
Nice.
Damn,
He says,
$10
hello.
donation. Go for it.
Hello from New York. Learned a lot from you guys. Appreciate it. Dude, we massively appreciate you for dropping that. That's insane. And we're glad you're finding value from this. That's nice, dude.
Thank you
Thank
so
you for
much. Appreciate that. Wow.
That's amazing, damn.
We're at 173. Let's go. We might break 200 today again.
Yeah. Damn. It's just insane, like the growth. Oh my God. Crazy,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm excited, dude. Every time, every build, it just gets me more and more hyped. We got a breakthrough on Twitch, man. We'll fix the Twitch stuff after this live stream.
Yeah. We'll sort Twitch out. So now what we're going to do is we're going to import a bunch of things from React Router. So let's go ahead and do a bunch of imports. So this is the stuff that we need from React Router. And what we're doing here is we need to now basically, so React Router, the way it works, guys, is you wrap your app in something called a router, right? So let's go ahead and wrap the app inside of a router. So let's go ahead and get rid of our annotations. So we wrap the app inside of a router like this. And then what we do is you can see everything sits inside of a router. And then what we're going to do is we have something called a switch, right? So what we always want to show the header. So we're going to keep this outside the switch. We always want to show the footer. So I'm going to keep that outside the switch. But then I basically want to conditionally render. So imagine if I'm at the home page, right? So if I'm at the home page, so /, then I want to render this. But if I'm at like /search, then I want to render the search page. Right, the search page. Then I want to render something like this.
By the way, Sonny, we're
Right.
done with the home page, right?
Yeah, we were done with the homepage a while back.
A little
yeah.
while ago.
Done with-
Yep. Pretty much.
Yeah.
So as soon as we did the footer, we got done with it.
Yeah. So now we're actually moving up
Dope.
to React Router, which is how we are going to incorporate the search page.
For
into
sure.
the app.
If somebody can drop the timestamp to exactly when Sonny got done building the footer of the homepage, that'd be awesome. Because we're trying to make a clip out of, how to build Airbnb homepage, and we're gonna clip that as its own video.
Nice. 3D Rahman says, after listening to Sunny every day, I've adapted the great British accent as well. Nice, dude. Love
Yeah.
that.
The nitty gritty.
The
I
nitty
started.
gritty.
You know what I've started saying a lot is yeah. I'll be talking to my girlfriend. I'll be like, so this happened, yeah, and then
Yeah.
this other thing happened, yeah, and then I went and worked out, yeah. So I say that a lot
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, it's true. It's weird because I'm picking up stuff from you guys. You pick it up from me. It's so funny. Like, oh, man, I say "dude" a lot more now. I don't know why. Like
We're like,
that's. I think that's
stop. What are you doing?
stop, bro.
Stop.
The Canadians, like honestly, honestly, bro.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
we're
honestly.
like,
Sorry.
yeah,
They'll always say that. They say that a lot. Sorry. I love their story. They're like, I'm so sorry this happened. So sorry. And then they also
so
apologize a lot too. It's kind of
yeah, it
crazy.
is. It's a British thing as well to apologize, I think.
Yeah.
Right. So now, for this to have these roots, right, we need to add something called a switch. So to add, we need to add in a switch here. So we're gonna go ahead and drop in a switch. So you can see right now we're kind of getting this nested effect, right? So we're nesting in some stuff. So this again goes in a level. Now again, we always are gonna render the footer. We're always gonna render the header. But depending on which root we're in, we're gonna render these things. So in order to get that functionality, what we do is we change essentially this one to be. Oops, we change this one to be this. We say root path is this, and then we render the home, which means that if we're at this path on the website, let's go ahead and render the home page, right? So that works really nicely. And then we're going to add another root, and well, this one is going to say if we're at the /search path on the website, then I want you to render the search page. So can you see how this is working, guys? So the switch checks the path that we're at. So if it's /search or / and it's going to render the appropriate component, but it always renders the header, always renders the footer, all right? And it does it in that way. So this is a really clean way of doing this. So now what we're going to do is we're actually going to create this search page component because it's going to freak out because we haven't got it. So I'm going to do search page.js, and this will actually go ahead and chuck it in. So here we go. And if I do RFCE, boom, we get the search page, and I'm going to do class name of search page like this, and I'm going to go ahead and do import search page. Oops, import search page.css, save the file, and let's go ahead and do search page. Let's create that search page.css file like this. Nice. So that is so there we go. Now let's go back to search page, back to app, and let's actually import that. So we go ahead and import the search page here. So import the search page like so, and we should see now that the app should work. It should stop crying, freaking out, and then it should actually work. So there we go. Now, one thing to test this out is we're basically going to test it. So I'm going to create something on search page and say, let's have like a H1 that says I am the search page. So let's go ahead and say I am the search page. And Qazi, for this bit, I'm going to need you to go to, so you guys can see it renders the header, the footer always, but the middle part is where we are conditionally rendering it based on what root we're in. So now, Qazi, if you go to /search, it should render the search page instead of home. So let's go to /search.
Yes.
Nice.
Beautiful. And
See
no
that?
refresh. It was instant.
Exactly. So you see now it always renders the header, and it always renders the footer, but based on what we're here, like what we see here, is based on which route we're in, it will render the appropriate component. So in this case, it only rendered the search page because we hit this route, but we want to hit this one. And guys, as a good rule, always have your default fallback route, so like your homepage route at the bottom, because if it doesn't match any of these, it will just naturally fall back to this one. So that's a really good practice to put in place. And you also might find that it might not work if you put this one here because it'll find it, it'll render the home, and then it'll be like, oh, I'm done. So you need to have it in this order. So with that said, now what we're going to do is we're actually going to code up the search page. So the search page is pretty cool. Let's go ahead and actually build it out. So here, what we have is we essentially at the top of the page, we have some, let's go ahead and check it out. So at the top of the page, because let's show them the deployed version. And I will sort of do a little masking process where we draw things out. So they show them the deployed version. Let's click on Explore Nearby. And let's make this half of the screen. Nice. And now what we can see, guys, is let's click Explore Nearby on half the screen. Yep. So now let's go to the top and let's sort of draft it out. So inside of search page here, we have at the top, you can see we have that information where it says stays nearby, right? So at the top, I'm going to say div. I'm going to create a div, and this div is going to have a class name, and this is going to say search page __ info, and this is basically responsible for this where it says stays nearby, where it says 62 stays, a date, it says cancellation, flexibility, type of place, price, rooms and beds, and more filters, where it has all of that. Oh damn, Aita Punjabi just dropped another donation of €5.49. It says Kovir from Italy, love you bro, how to use AdSense
Let me pop that up on the screen first. Okay, now go for it, bro.
It says Kovir from Italy, love you bro, how to use AdSense or Facebook ads to monetize React.js.
Wow, thank you so much, bro. That is epic. That's pound. Man, I'm getting confused. That's euro, right?
Yeah, okay, that's euro. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, thank you so much for this. That's huge. Do you know what he's? I have an idea about what he's talking about, but do you know what he's talking about?
Not really. I feel like maybe getting.
I think
mixed. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's getting maybe mixed up a few things, but there are things where, guys, if you build the app with anything, React or whatever you want, you can monetize anything with ads. You can put Google ads. He's talking about, like, you know, when you go to blogs and you see these like random ads coming up on the screen. Those, I'm sure React has some kind of library. Like literally, if we look it up right now, right? React ads library or something. I'm sure there's going to be something like React ads. I'm sure you could use something along the lines of this.
So type in React AdSense and it will come up.
Yeah, React AdSense.
Yep, you can use this for it.
So there you go. This will allow, it's getting 2,000 downloads weekly, and I'm sure you could just boom, install. Here you go, drop in your Google AdSense and you're good to go. It's everywhere inside of your app, and you're now monetizing your app.
Yep, exactly. And that's how you do that, guys. Like, you can do things like that. I would always just Google it and see, and type in React, and then something
things that might be really good to monetize. If you guys make one of those like calculators, you know, like those interest calculator or one of those, you're gonna get a lot of traffic to your website because people are gonna come to it to do calculations or projections, and then just have ads playing there, and those you can passively generate some income. I know multiple people who do that.
Yeah, definitely. Someone says we can use DOM Purifier. I'm not sure if that's related to the question.
Damn, that sounds jacked.
Yeah, nice. So now, guys, we have search page info, which is the top section, right? So inside of here, I'm gonna have a few things. I'm gonna have a p tag and a h1, and the p tag is gonna say, like, for now, we're not gonna actually do dynamic date generation. We're just gonna have some hard coded numbers, and we're gonna say to guests. So let's go ahead and pop that in. It's gonna say stays nearby, like that, right? So that pops in at the top.
I love this as well, by the way. Basile says, to be honest, you guys are giving most university courses to rethink their academic approach. If you keep up this quality, most computer science courses will be outdated.
Yeah, 100%, I reckon. And guys, I mean, like, I've been to university, I did all that route, and I would say, like, honestly, just follow our tutorials instead. You'll save yourself so much money, and you literally come out of this with more experience than somebody who just graduated, like, in terms of actual coding, practical knowledge.
Oh yeah, so people are getting jobs left and right with all this material already, dude. So that is, somebody just read yesterday, what was that guy's name? Adam Reeves. He was messaging me. He just got a job with Apollos IT, actually. And let me see if I can find him on my let's see here. I think I'll be able to pop him up. So I was asking people if they want to work with Clever Programmer, and he sent me this long message. He's like, I would love to work with you guys. And he got Apollos IT Solutions, called him an hour ago, and he passed the test with them.
Nice.
And then check out, I'll show you his portfolio. This is what his portfolio actually looks like. Okay, so Adam, rdev.com, I think is his website. So this is his portfolio
nice.
right here. So Adam, if you click portfolio, check out all his projects actually. I'll just zoom in. He built the COVID tracker, the Instagram clone with you,
Nice.
Amazon clone, and the Netflix clone.
Awesome, dude.
And then I was like, and then this guy could not. Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm gonna find this because this is pretty epic actually. Let's see. Give me 1 second here. Boom, 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 boom. Yep. And then he messaged me this morning, and this is his message, and he goes, "Oh, actually, I don't want to reveal his phone number or anything, so I'm just gonna give it a dummy name just for now." I just did that right this second, and he goes, "Yep." So he just got a job from them, and he goes, "So no worries, I got a job offer today to start training tomorrow with the Paulus, and I had to take it. 55K for the first year with a 10K bonus after completing 2,000 working hours, full medical, dental, vision, and 401K." And he goes, "I'm beyond stoked."
Whoa, that's insane, man. Holy shit.
Hell
Damn,
yeah.
dude. Like it's crazy to see that like from these live builds they like people are putting it inside their portfolio and then they actually land jobs. And the guys, these aren't normal jobs. These are damn good paying jobs.
Really
like
good.
yeah, like this is above the average of what you would see in sort of like just when you compare it to other industries. If you're getting 55K plus, like you said, he's getting a bonus after 2,000 working hours. That's insane. Like that's
That's
really, really
massive. Here come the air horns. And we got another message by, holy crap, I'm going to have trouble reading that name, huh? Kobodawana Kahanaka. He gave us 100 rubles and he goes, "Hello, I don't speak English well, but I understand you. You're making incredible streams. You are the best guys. Hello from Russia." Thank you so much, bro. Appreciate you.
Thank you so much. Whoa, we just got another one.
Whoa! Prem Sagar. He just dropped
Nice.
20 New Zealand dollars. That's
Insane.
actually almost $20, by the way. I just did the math.
Yeah.
I just saw. He goes, "Hey, Qazi and Sonny, you guys are revolutionary. You guys have set new standards." Hey, let me drop that.
That's insane.
We're almost about to break 200 as well, by the way. And he goes, "That how to teach
Oh.
development and is great when you schedule these streams in advance. So, Sonny, let's keep scheduling them in advance." And he goes, "I took day off from work just to attend this session."
Holy crap. I love that, dude. He actually did. Guys, just to let you all know, there is a session tomorrow and we are building the Facebook clone. So right after this, we're going to schedule that. And that will be up for you guys to see. So we are building
tomorrow,
something again
right?
tomorrow. Yeah, we're building
Guys,
Facebook clone tomorrow.
We're literally building the Facebook, like the modern Facebook that is built with React, that actually created the React. So this is what we're going to be building tomorrow, you guys. Actual Facebook clone. So make sure you guys schedule it on your calendar for tomorrow at 10:15 a.m. Pacific time, Los Angeles time. It's going to be freaking awesome.
Yeah, it'll be a crazy build.
Dude,
Guys,
this
I'm
community
excited.
is too good. This community just
Yeah. Exactly. It's actually crazy, guys. And if you're enjoying this, all we ask, guys, is it is more than enough. What do they need to do, Qazi?
Guys, please smash the like button and this thing goes out everywhere. And also subscribe to the channel because we are trying to hit 100,000 subscribers in August, which is very, very difficult, and that's going to happen. But that's what we want to get to. We are right now on track to hit some really, really massive numbers. What are we at today? Let's see. We're at 2,000 subscribers today, but we want to hit 100,000 this month. I think we're at 87,000. So if we keep subscribing, guys, I think it's possible we might be able to break 100K. For those of you guys know Peter McKinnon with like 5 million YouTube subs, we're growing faster than him. So let's go, Peter McKinnon. Keep up.
Oh my God. And I love Peter McKinnon. I love his content.
He's awesome.
Oh man.
Peter McKinnon, let's do a collab. You know what I'm saying? Let's do a collab.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Exactly. He can shoot some dope like programmer content.
Oh yeah.
Nice. So we were working on the search page, right? So we had the search page info. We had two things at the top. We had the P and the H1 tag. we're going to be adding a bunch of buttons in now. So I'm just going to go ahead and pop a snippet in here. So let's go ahead and just chuck this in. These are all Material UI buttons. So we're giving a variant outline. So this will change the appearance of the button, but we need to actually go ahead and import this because we're pulling this from Material UI.
These comments are too good. I'm sorry. I love you, but
yeah,
I'm gonna keep them coming. Bastille says, to be honest, guys, why get yourselves into massive debts with student loans and no job guarantees? Just get yourself registered with Clever Programmer. End of story. You get quality tutorials with experience and job offers.
Exactly, literally, and you guys have seen it. I think in like just today's session, how many people have we seen get jobs? Like,
man, we're about to lose track. If somebody can keep track for us, that would be huge. I know the greatest ever. You come a lot to these live streams. If you can keep track of this, bro, please, that'd be amazing. Or anybody who's here, you know. I know some of you, or Leif. I was just about to say Leif's name, and then Leif hits us up with the freaking $8.26 donation. Thank you, bro.
Nice.
Thank you so much.
Leif?
We just broke $200. Nice. Let's go.
Hey, this is crazy. Damn, bro. Thank you so much.
I was going to say, it's Leif's birthday today. Yo, Frankie, jump in. Hey. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Leif. Happy birthday to you. Hey,
let's go, bro.
Enjoy, brother.
Yeah, happy birthday, enjoy. And we dropped the air horns in there too somewhere. So that's going to be extra, icing on the cake. Guys, this is an amazing community. We all love this. I hope you guys are loving this too. This is crazy, man. This is awesome. Yeah, but somebody please keep track. Hopefully, Leif, you can keep track of the people that are getting jobs.
On IG.
Oh, Leif is making his post too on Instagram?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to give him a shout out on that. Let's keep going and then we'll come back.
Nice.
Yo, the greatest ever says, he goes, I'm singing
guys.
here as well. Nice.
Nice. Oh shit, nice. So now what we're gonna do is we are gonna type in for the let's go to searchpage.css. So over here, and what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go to search page info. So right here, and I'm gonna do the following. So search page. So we need to actually create that file. So search page info. No, we've got search page CSS. Sorry.
Yeah.
Here we go. And what we're going to do is at the top, so where we've got that text, where we've got the p tag and the h1, we're going to style it like this. So I'm going to say, give it a padding of 20 pixels. And right now it's freaking out. Why is it freaking? Oh, because we didn't import Material UI. Like this. And that will actually go ahead and change that. So you can see the buttons popped in. And you can see it gives it a padding of 20 pixels in that section. And then we're going to go ahead and target the p tag, give it a margin bottom of 10 pixels and a font size of 14. So let's go ahead and do that. Boom. And let's do the following like this. Save it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a H1. So like this. And for this one, I'm going to give it a margin bottom of 30 pixels. So this just pushes things out a bit. And then for those buttons, we're going to give it a border radius. We want it to look more rounded than it is right now. And I want to keep the text right now is screaming at us because it's all in uppercase. And the text, and then we want to give it a margin of 5 pixels so they're not all touching each other. So let's go ahead and do that with this. So we're going to say border radius 30 pixels, text transform, inherit margin 5 pixels. And there you go. We get those nice looking buttons. And these buttons are Material UI buttons, which means by default, when you hover over them, Qazi, and click the button, you get that nice little ripple effect. So when you click it, there you go.
That is beautiful.
Yep. Nice.
Yeah, I know I was muted. You were about to say that. The greatest ever goes, yeah, recently got into some Discord communities and I was so shocked to see how amazing this community really is. Most other communities are so toxic and unproductive.
Nice. Yeah, it's true. Honestly, it's true. Like, think of Stack Overflow. That is the most like toxic. Yeah. Makes you feel like shit.
Yeah.
True.
Every time I posted a question there, I just felt so small.
Yeah, like they really have a bad way of making developers like feel like shit. But I mean, it's a good resource, but as an overall place to go, especially when you're learning, it can be a scary thing and it can like knock your confidence. So make sure you're inside of a community like PWJ, and yeah, you can go ahead and boost yourself. So now, guys, all the next thing we're focusing on is this. Let's go ahead and open the deployed version of the app.
All right, so boom, right here.
So right now, let's change the top. So the title, so that of what we're working on right now, we are working on the search result component. So you see the search result component. Each one of those ones is a search result. So you see where it says stay at this spacious Edwardian house. That is actually a search result component. So we're going to create one component and then reuse it a bunch of times.
All right, added it on the top. The greatest ever says Stack Overflow can make you feel like quitting, which is so weird because of how used it is. Yeah, that is, I think for a lot of new people, it's a very intimidating and kind of like they look down on you.
Yeah. And guys, like even after all these years of coding, like me and Qazi can give you guys like a true first impression here of like, we will still go to Stack Overflow and feel like that. Like if we look at stuff. Like, so that feeling really never really goes. So like, get yourself inside of a community instead, because Stack Overflow just it always has that effect on you. Like you get better at dealing with it, but it does always have that effect on you.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's times where I'll go to Stack Overflow, I'm like, holy shit, I don't understand this code, and it does make you it knocks your confidence. But don't get disheartened by that.
And every time I would post a question there, they'd be like, your message has been deleted. It's a duplicate. You used one English word that has been used once before on this entire forum. Now I'm like, guys, what word did I use? They're like, you used the word "the" again.
Yeah, exactly. So now let's go ahead.
Oh, that's literally, yo, who retracted Frank's message? I was just about to screenshot it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was about to point that out as well. Like,
I was just about, because I was laughing because that's literally what I was talking about. And Frank and I said that exact same thing about being marked as a duplicate question at the same time. But basically, he said, "Look at me, I'm a senior developer with like 10 years of experience." And he goes, "Anytime I post a question, it gets marked as a duplicate." But okay, Sonny,
it's
let's.
So silly. Yeah.
My bad. Okay, go ahead. You can add your thing to it.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, yeah, because he wrote somewhere on there in that message that he dropped and got retracted. It said, imagine a developer who has apps that are in the top 10 like global apps in the App Store, but the question gets taken down because it's a duplicate. Like it's basically adding on to what Qazi said. So it's honestly a case of it's really stupid sometimes in Stack Overflow how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it really doesn't make a lot of sense sometimes. All right. So
everybody in the comments is like, yeah. Hajira's like, yeah, I was thinking how it got retracted. You were like, yeah, I was wondering how it got retracted. I was wondering. And then the greatest ever is like, he goes, yeah, lol, I was surprised at how Frank's thing was retracted. Damn. And Al Hassan says, ban who retracted Frank message. Damn. Al Hassan, you should just relax. I think he retracted it himself.
Yeah. I think if you retract, it is you yourself, right?
Freaking went crazy. You guys can't even see it because it was hidden, but he started saying some crazy stuff.
Yeah. Right. So now let's go ahead and create the search result component. So here I'm going to go ahead and do that. So we're going to say search result like this. This will take a bunch of props as well, but we're going to pop that in as we do it. So I'm going to go ahead and create the search result component. So let's go ahead and create search result.js. Boom. We'll pop into that in a second. So we should be inside of it now and do RFCE.
Oops.
And then like
Give
that.
me 1 second. Boom, there we go.
And then I'm going to say class name equals search results. So search result, singular. And then I'm going to do the CSS file. So I'm going to say import, boom, search result.css like this. We're going to create that file. So I'm going to say search result.css. And then Then what we're going to do is we are going to go to search result.js, and then at the top we are going to have inside of search result, we're going to do a bunch of different imports. So a bunch of different things inside the props. So this is where the props comes in. So we're going to destructure the props here, and then we are going to okay, nice. Yeah, then we're going to basically do these things here. So
one thing we just figured out, Sunny and I in Slack, we're messaging each other, messages you guys can't see. But basically, I just messaged Sunny and I was like, hey, let's actually take all the Q&As that we can't answer right now. So for example, we got one that was really good by SG707 Tech. And she, or is it a he? I can't tell. He goes, how do you troubleshoot unnecessary rendering? And then the question keeps going on. We're going to address questions like that at the end of the live stream once we're done with the build. So keep sending good questions. We're going to keep curating them, and then we're going to attack it at the end.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, we'll keep sending them in, and if we can't take it now, we'll add it to a list, and then we can attack those at the end. Nice. So now what we're going to do is we have the search result. So again, we accept a few props. We're going to have the image, location, title, description, number of stars, price, and the total price. All right. So all of these things are going to be crucial to rendering this out on the page. So I'm going to go ahead and where we had the actual component rendering, so inside of the search page, here I'm going to actually go ahead and imagine we just pop in like a dummy component. So I'm going to I've pre-filled a search result here. So this is a search result with an image, a location saying private room in center of London, title saying stay at this spacious Edwardian house, description, star is 4.73, price is £30 a night, and total is 117 total. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to import that into the component. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to say import search result from search result like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to jump into our search result over here. And what we do now is we go into our search result and we need to basically build it out. So the first thing we're going to have is an image tag. The image tag is going to take the image that we pass in, so this one here. And then what we do is we basically just indent that correctly. The next thing we're going to have is a favorite heart icon. So you see on the right side, we have that favorite heart icon. So I'm going to pop that in here. We need to import that. As such, we're going to import that here like this. Import here like that. Nice. And then we're going to save it. And then we're going to have, so we've got the favorite heart icon. Then we're going to have search page. So now for the rest of the text, we're going to create a div because we like containerizing things. So here I'm going to have a div. And this div is going to have a class name of, so this has to be class name, sorry, of search result info, right? And all the text is going to go inside of it. Now, inside of here, we're going to have essentially two divs. We're going to have info top and info bottom. Info top refers to everything that we have, which is basically the text at the top, but everything inside of info bottom is going to be the star rating and the price, where it says £35 a night and those sort of things, or £40 a night. So let's go ahead and pop that in here. So we're going to say we're going to have an info top and an info bottom. So here we're going to have info top, and here we're going to have info bottom. So this is info top, and then that'll be a div in itself, and then we're going to have info bottom underneath. And here I'm going to go ahead and pop it in like this. So we've got info top and info bottom. So inside of info top, we're going to have the following. We're going to have the location. We're going to have the title. We're going to have a p tag with like an underscore because that's what they have in their one. It's a very simple way of doing this. And we're going to have the description. And then in info bottom, we're going to have a div. So we're going to have two things. We're going to have two divs. We're going to have one div which says the following. So it's going to have one div which says search result stars. And inside of there, so let's go ahead and close this off. So let's go ahead and close this one off. Inside of this div, we are going to have a star icon and a p tag. So we're going to have a star icon over here. And remember, keep your indentations correct, otherwise it can mess you up. We have a star icon. We need to import that. That means, so let's go ahead and do a star icon. So over here. And here we've got a p tag. And inside of that, we've got strong to emphasize like a bold effect and the number of stars that we have. So this will actually render out a star with the number next to it. And then we've got search results price. So inside of this info bottom. So let's go inside of here. So we're going to say we've got another div, and this one's going to have a class name of search results price. And inside of here, we're going to have the following. We're going to have a H2 with the price, and we're going to have a P tag with the total amount. So just follow along with that, guys, and you actually go ahead, and once you've got all of this set up, basically on the right hand side of the screen we've got the deployed version, right? But because let's go to our local host, and it won't look like that. It will look different, and we're going to get it to look like this. So let's go to our local host.
Yep, let's go to the local host right now. Boom.
And let's refresh.
Yep.
And you can see it doesn't look anything like the deployed version, right? So that search result doesn't look anything like the deployed version at the moment. And what we're going to do is to exaggerate it, we're pretty much going to have 2 of those search results. So that way we can actually style it and assume that, like, imagine as we have the finished product.
Good question I would like to address real quick. So Giles says, I just can't decide whether to enroll in the JS or Python course. I don't really have a preference in what I do. I just want to master a second language. If you don't have a preference, 1000% I would recommend that you actually join Profit with JavaScript. That's crazy amount of focus right now is dedicated there. Our whole team is behind it, like with the live coaching calls and everything. We have like 3 to 4 live coaching calls at this point, which is just, it's silly. I mean, it's silly, but we're just kind of going crazy with the amount of value we want to bring to you. So if you're deciding and you want to pick one, both are phenomenal courses. And you know, Python course made with, you know, by your boy with just a lot of love. So it's going to be good. But with the community support and everything, if you have to pick one, definitely join the PWJ course.
Exactly. Yeah, PWJ course. We have the entire team just going crazy right now on the PWJ course, and it's going to be a huge amount of value for you. And like we said, guys, this is going to go up in price. So if you're on the fence and you miss this now, it does not go back down once it goes up. Like that price is here to stay. It's massively underpriced at the moment, to be honest. And once it goes up, which is I think it may be 2 weeks, I think we actually go up in price. So once that goes up, guys, there's no coming back down. So make sure you grab it now if you're on the fence. Nice. So Yazuf says, do you guys do pair programming too? Yes, there's plenty of pair programming inside PWJ, and there's coaching calls. Like Qazi said, there's 4 to 5 a week. So there's massive amount of sort of working with people. And also you have a community of 1,500 people, guys. So 1,500 people that, yes, you can pair program with any single one of those people. So yeah, definitely go ahead and check it out. So now what we're going to do is we have the search page. We want to make this search page look and feel, the search result look and feel like what we see in the final product, right? So there's a lot of styling here. So pay attention, guys. We've got the search result over here, and we have our CSS file over here. So we done a lot of containerization here. So make sure you've actually gone ahead and given everything class names, just like we have inside of search result. So inside of here, we've got the search result out of container. We have the image inside. We have the search result heart. We have the search result info container, which contains all the text. We broke that up into 2 divs, an info top and info bottom. Info top's very simple. We just had some text with different tags. Info bottom, we had 2 containers inside. We had search result stars and search result price. And then here we had the search result star icon with the number of stars that somebody had given it. And then inside the price, we had the price and the total. So with that said, we're going to go ahead and style all of this in one go, right? So you guys are going to see this change and become that final finished product. So the actual search result itself, we're going to go ahead and add the following. So we're going to say search result, display flex, position relative, margin 20 pixels, padding 20 pixels, border bottom 1 pixel solid gray, opacity 1. So this one isn't actually needed for now. And we're going to say cursor pointer. And you can already see, guys, with that one line of code, that changes a lot. Because now the image is on the left. So notice how the image is on the left. We have the heart icon in the middle, and then we have the other div, which is all the text, because everything's been positioned in a row. right? Now we're going to add the next effect, which is this one, which we say if we hover over this, it's going to change the opacity to 0.8. And now this is just a neat little effect. So Kazi, if you want to go and hover over the component,
Ooh, nice.
yeah, so it gives it that sort of like effect, right? The opacity changing effect. Uh, and then what we want to do is once we have that in place, we want to target those images. So we want to keep those images. One, we want to round them off. We want to get them a set width and height. So that way, no matter what image is put inside there, it won't actually break. And we want to sort of round off the edges so that it doesn't show once we round them off. So let's go ahead and add the following. So now you should see they grew a little bit, and then it also actually rounded off the corners a little bit. So that gives it a bit of a cleaner look. And now what we're going to do is for that text. So that text consists inside of sidebar search result info. All that text consists of search result info top and search result info bottom. So we want to position those two children with a display flex. We want to say change it to a column direction, and we want to say give the space between them. So if we go ahead and save that now, you should see it actually didn't show much, but it actually did do a little bit of a difference there. And this will come into play in a second. But for the actual heart, the heart icon that you guys can see, the heart shouldn't be in the middle. It should be on the top right. So because we gave the parent position relative, if I give this absolute positioning, it will be absolute to this container or this component, which means that if I do top and of 20 pixels, it will be 20 pixels from the top of the component, and right 40 pixels. It will stick to the right and it'll push itself out 40 pixels away from it, which is going to be super clean. So that gets the heart over in the corner. Now for the info top, right, we don't want it to span across the way with the text like it's doing right now. We want to basically have it with 40% of the width right now. So let's go ahead and do that. And you should see that it then goes ahead and it drops in, and the text actually wraps a little bit more. So that's a lot cleaner. So then what we're going to do is, so then what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and we've got H3. So we're going to target the H3 inside of info top, so the title. And we're going to target that with a font weight of 300 and a margin top of 10 pixels. Let's go ahead and do that. So you can go ahead and do that. Now the indentation is all messed up, so because we're not using Prettier, but I would recommend you guys just use Prettier. Save yourself this time. We're using pair programming right now and it's not working, so that's why it doesn't fix itself like that. But with that said, we are going to go ahead and why did it just do that? So the button, search page info button, I've just added. I didn't add that, did I? Oops. So we've got search page, search result, sorry. Search result. Here, we're back. H3, like this. So now I'm going to target the P tag as well. So the P tag over here. So I'm going to say search result info top, target the P tag, give it a margin top of 10, font size 13, color gray. And you can see everything starts to slowly take shape.
By the way, real quick, I just want to say, guys, Leif, who's always in our comments, he's warpaint9, something like that, his name and the username. And he just made his Instagram. I had a talk with him a few days ago, and he was going to actually work on his Instagram posts, and he was kind of slacking on it, so he felt really down that he wasn't working on it. Then we came up with a plan. We came up with what post he's going to make, and he said he's going to do it this week. And I didn't believe him that he was going to actually do it, because I know it requires a lot to make this content. Yeah. And just now I'm actually looking at an Instagram, and I'm really proud of him. Check it out. Leif actually dropped not only one post, but actually 4 posts on his channel. And I thought they were all a mistake, like duplicated, but they're actually 4 parts that he actually dropped on his Instagram platform. So each post, if you click on it, has copy. So this is part 1. Here's part 2. And it's deep copy, part 3. So, I mean, this is his first day, and he dropped 4 posts with long copy. Leif, that is amazing. You killed it. And guys, please, it would mean the world if you guys just go and give him a follow, because he's part of this Clever Programmer family. So we all should be there to support
Yeah.
each other. I'm gonna just hit follow back on him right now. I just followed him. Guys, I want to see that number go up. All right, if you're here and you're getting
Yeah.
value from us, and we're here supporting you, let's all support each other. All right, so give him a follow, and it's his birthday today. So make sure you guys go and comment on his post too and show some love, okay?
Nice. Let's go ahead and show Leif some love, guys, and go to his Instagram. He dropped it in the chat, right?
Oh, his username is, I'll just pop in his username. So that's his username, guys. So just go to that, and I'll also drop it in the comments here.
Awesome. Nice. And yeah, it's Leif's birthday, so another happy birthday little present right there for him. That'll be awesome.
Yep. He goes, the greatest ever, just goes, all right, give us that handle so we can hit it up. And yeah, he goes, best present ever. Nice. There you go.
Nice.
We want to see the follower count go up. We're up to 25 now. We were at 19. Let's keep that thing
Exactly.
going.
Awesome. Nice, guys. So now what we're gonna do is I need to add in. So you see at the bottom, so with the top half is looking good, right? The top half of the text is looking good, but the bottom where we have the stars, the price, everything looks weird, right? Everything doesn't look right. So we're gonna go ahead and target that, and we're gonna say info bottom, and we're gonna say display flex. So let's go ahead and do that, and you can see everything separates to the side. That's a lot cleaner. Now let's go target that star and change it to a red. So let's go ahead and pop that in right here. So we say search results star, change that to a red, save it. Now you see the star change to red, right? Now to get that in line with the text, all we need to do is do this. We say search, we target the container and make it a display flex, center everything on that axis. And then what we're going to do is for the price, I'm going to target the P tag. I'm going to say text align right for the price. And that will be a lot. So that'll push the total amount to the side. And then the finishing touch for that price bottom part is essentially we're going to just go ahead and do this. We're going to say position absolute, bottom right 20 pixels and right 30 pixels and bottom 20 pixels, and that'll push it to the bottom right. And the reason why it does this, guys, is because we set the parent search result to position relative. If I go ahead and get rid of this, it breaks everything. So this will actually make it all weird, and it will go ahead and change everything. So you see it goes to the bottom of the page. You need to make it position relative at the top, which will prevent that from happening. So with that said, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in, and I've already saved you guys a bunch of time, and I've actually gone ahead and wrote out a bunch of props, which I'm going to go ahead and paste in right now into our search page. So let's go ahead and swap this out with some props, with some components with some props inside of it. So let's go ahead and do this, and let's push this forward a little bit, like so, and then let's save that. And now I will go through this. So I will scroll through this, guys, and you guys can actually see this, and you guys can copy this out if you would like to. So that's it. I'm just scrolling through that right now. You guys can see that. Awesome. And you guys can pause the video and see the different props that we used at this point. But Qazi, with that said, let's actually go ahead and check out the finished search page.
All right, let's do it. So I'm right here. Let's go to, wow, this is actually looking freaking fantastic, bro.
Yeah. So we haven't done the routing yet, so we're going to add the routing next. But the actual search page is done, bro, which is super clean.
Yeah, this is absolutely incredible. Thank you. I mean, this is an epic freaking build. I was just going to say, Frank, he dropped, he goes, let's make our own Stack Overflow with no haters. I love that.
Hey, that would
Yeah.
be sick.
Damn. This is baller. Wait, did you tell me something actually, Sonny?
Yeah, I was going to say now we're going to basically be adding in the routing. So basically, how do we get to the search page from the main page?
Nice. So I'm gonna play the air horn because we're done with this part, and now we're gonna get to the get to results page without refreshing.
Yeah,
All right.
exactly. So let's go back to the home page.
Yep. Click Airbnb. That should. What? Do you want to make the
Oh,
Airbnb a link?
yeah, so that's part of the steps that we're doing now. So to make that Airbnb a link to go back to the home page, what we need to do is we go to our header. So this one right here, header. And all we need to do here, guys, is go ahead and surround this inside of a link tag. So we can do that very simply by doing this. We say link, and this is we get the link tag from React Router. So React Router actually gives us some single page routing functionality. So now if I go to header.js, I import the link tag. So I go here and I say import link from React Router DOM. And then I say, and now we need to give it one sort of attribute, which is to. So where are we linking to? So we just say the home page. So if I save this now if we click on that icon or that logo, we should actually be able to, it should take us to the home page. So let's
All right,
refresh.
Nice.
Boom.
And with React, guys, we try not to use A tags, link tags, so it does it without refreshing. I'm sure you mentioned it, but I'm just throwing that in there again.
I didn't, so that was actually a good thing you mentioned that. So A tags, we don't want to use A tags because that will actually refresh the page. We don't want to do that. We want it to instead do it this way. So now we've got two areas where we can direct the person to a search page. We've got when you click search dates and you click on the button, and we've also got when you click on the explore nearby. And we're going to make it very simple. We just want to have it so when you click the explore nearby or when you click the search dates drop down and that time picker club, so when you click on the search Airbnb button, that will actually throw you over to the search page. So two things where we want navigation. So the first one is where we have the explore nearby. So let's go into banner, and here what we can do is React Router gives us something called the history. Right? It gives us something called history. And what this is essentially we write this piece of code at the top. So we say const history equals use history, and we pull use history. This is a hook provided by React
To
Router.
be clear, the search page is done, right? We're just working on the functionality to go to it, but it's done.
Yep, exactly. Yep. So at this point, we've got the history here. And now what we're going to do is this history is essentially, imagine your browser keeps track, right? It keeps a history or like a record of the pages that you're at. So if you push something into the history, it's essentially redirecting you to that page, right? So in this case, what we can say is, I want it to say that when we click on the explore nearby button, so on click, I want to say, we're going to fire off an arrow function, which is going to say, okay, history, let's push something into the history and let's push in the / search page. So literally just like that, programmatically, we can actually use React Router. So we can actually say at this point, if we click on explore nearby, so let's wait until this loads up. So we might need to hit the refresh. There we go. So we might need to refresh, Qazi. Nice. So now if you click on explore nearby, boom, we get that. And if we click on the Airbnb logo, look at that, guys. Like it's super fast. All right, so super fast functionality there. No refresh. This is the insane thing about React Router. It does it without the refresh. It does it very fast. Now, we want to add this also in. So if we go back to the home screen, we click on search dates. And you see that button at the bottom where it says
search Airbnb. Yeah.
Yeah, we also want to attach it to that one. So we're going to go inside of the search.js, and here we have the search Airbnb button. So I need to go ahead and do the same thing. I need to pull in the history, and then I need to go to the top, and I need to import use history from React Router DOM. And then down here, what I'm going to say is I'm going to say on click. So when we click that, I want to shoot off an arrow function which says history.push. So history.push. Push, and I'm going to push in the search page like that. Right, so if we save this now, we should be able to see that the same thing happens now once this finally refreshes and it reloads the app. What we should be able to see now is that when we click the search dates button, so let's go ahead and refresh localhost.
Yep.
And now if we click the search dates button,
let's click here. Boom.
And then
nice.
Boom. Ooh, there we go, guys.
That is slick. So
now we get page viewing.
Nice. This is so fast. And here's a nice comment by Lay Duraf. And he goes, literally can't believe it's a clone. Looks so much like the actual Airbnb. This is so dope.
Exactly. And Kazi, you know what? Just to show them, if you grab the actual app, so grab like the side of it and just make it bigger and smaller, like just drag it and pull it, make it bigger, smaller. Like you'll see, like look at that, guys. Like look how clean that is.
How responsive that is, right? Like look at that. Wow.
Yeah, like it's super responsive, super clean. Everything looks nice and sharp. Like
Yeah.
it's just a really, really clean build. Yeah, dude. On that note, we actually just finished the build.
Damn. That is beautiful.
Yeah.
Now, when we go ahead.
We just finished the build, and once we finish the builds, what are we gonna do next, Kazi?
Bro, we're gonna deploy this bad boy to Firebase.
Exactly.
There we go. Let's go ahead and do that. And guys, you know the drill by this point. So first of all, I'm just gonna show you guys the structure of all the files, just so I know you guys haven't seen it in a while. So that's right here. And let's go ahead and deploy this to Firebase. So we just need to do a few things. So one of the things we need to do is Firebase init.
Yep, and you may have to log in if you haven't already logged in, guys.
You have to install Firebase if you haven't already, so do that. So Firebase tools, then log in as well. I'm just gonna show it anyway. So you got to use sudo npm install global Firebase tools like that. And then you got to do Firebase login. Okay, once you've done all those things, you're now ready to do Firebase init. And in here, what we're going to do is we're going to choose hosting. That's what we're looking for. Then we're going to say use an existing project. And for existing project, this is our Airbnb clone. So we're going to click that. And here, instead of saying public, we're going to say build. Now, on the left-hand side, I'll also show you guys the structure a little bit. So let's go here. And make sure, so let me close out of source, and now let's go ahead and hit Y. So it's a single page application. All right, now we got this build folder right here, and we're gonna run the command npm run build, and now what you're gonna see, then it's gonna build an optimized version, and it's gonna put it in this build folder here, and it's gonna remove things like hot reloading, etc., to make sure your app is extremely fast once deployed. And once that is done, you guys, we're ready to pretty much deploy it, and you guys are then going to be able to check out the app, use it yourself, and I think it's going to be awesome.
Exactly. This is exciting stuff, guys.
Dude, I am pumped. And right after this video is done, Sonny, and once we're done with the whole thing, let's go ahead and also host it on GitHub and then drop the link in the description so everybody can see it.
Okay, dope.
Olongo Francis just dropped a awesome $5 Canadian dollar donation.
Hey.
And he goes, because it's so fast, does it mean all the data is preloaded? If not, why don't any of these official websites actually have this speed?
So there's a few reasons why. One is because we actually used some very cutting edge stuff to do this. Like we used functional components, everything streamlined. It's built in a very nice optimal way. So that's the first thing. Two, websites production websites actually pull the information from servers. So there is a delay to account for, and most likely they haven't optimized everything. So sometimes that's a lot of the reason why. But yeah, so a lot of this, it wasn't preloaded data. All the images are pulled in. But React uses some clever things like caching to make sure that it doesn't re-download those images. Yeah.
We're about to deploy the damn thing. Are you guys ready?
Hey.
Let's do it.
If you are ready, wait. If you are ready, pull out your phones right now, shoot a story, and tag me and Qazi over here. Tag me and Qazi if you're watching, and let us know right now. And go ahead and check out the website once we do this.
Right here, guys. Right here. So, guys, we're going to be deploying this in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold on. That 1 second is going to be a little longer than I expected because I just hit deploy. Hold on. It's almost done. And let's go. This app is up and running, you guys.
Hey.
I'm going to hit open on it and let's see if it's up and running like we expected. If it is, we're going to send you guys to it. If it isn't, that's going to be embarrassing, but it's all good. Hey, let's go. Here is the app. I just dropped the link in the chat below, so go ahead and check that out. But guys, check it out. It is responsive. It is beautiful. It has that nice slick shrink and grow that we were looking for. And
Nice.
we can search dates. Go ahead, Sonny.
Yeah. If you guys like it, all we ask is smash the thumbs up button once you've actually gone ahead and played with the app.
Yeah. Go ahead and smash the like button. And guys, keep in mind, this is mostly a front end build. All right. If we were to build a full back end and database and everything, that would take bajillion hours. All right. So those are the things that we can go deep into our course profit with JavaScript. It's just sometimes hard to do those builds on YouTube because they're going to be 12-hour long builds and most people don't have the time or the energy for that. So go play with it, see how fast and instant it is. It has the router. So just to kind of rehash everything that we talked about, all the logos and everything that's done is using Material UI, right?
Yeah.
How we're able to switch to the search page and come back, we're using React Router.
We have the React date picker.
We have the React date picker.
Yep. So that was awesome to use. We also have a lot of Flexbox being used in this build.
Yep, it's extremely responsive design. And then also, guys, keep in mind, we are using Firebase for the hosting.
Exactly. Yeah, so Firebase to host this thing. And guys, like once it's hosted on Firebase, it's so fast to load that thing. Like it's really, really fast and you can pretty much do a bunch of stuff. Mevon actually dropped a really good suggestion. She said Deliveroo clone. So that would be awesome, dude.
The what?
Deliveroo. A Deliveroo clone.
What is that?
Oh, Deliveroo. You guys don't have it in the States. It's like Uber Eats.
Oh, wow. Okay. Deliveroo.
Yeah.
All right. So that's pretty sick. Check this out. I got my phone out. So guys, what you can do is take a story like this. I'll show you. All right. So you can go like this. Boom. And you can take a story. It could be like, check it out, guys. Building the Airbnb clone with React JavaScript with Sonny and Qazi. All right. So that's your story. Now you can be like, you can type on here. Airbnb clone with React JS, right? And put an emoji or something if you want to. All right, boom, that's now here. And then what you can do is you can tag us. So go here, grab Sonny, tag him, swipe up, click mention again, get clever Qazi, and tag right there. And then just hit publish. And once you do that, it's gonna pop into all of our DMs. And then Sonny and I will actually start chatting with you.
Exactly. And we love doing that, guys, because the amount of people that we speak with when you guys do this is insane. Like our inboxes get flooded. We can just have a chat with you guys. And it's just cool because it changes from just seeing a number of people watching to actually seeing you guys yourselves actually go ahead and do that.
So check this out. Here's a good example. Somebody shared a photo with us and it's epic. And Gates Whitmer, and he goes, nothing else better to do than figure out React for e-commerce, Amazon clone, while waiting on the dreaded COD big updates on 6 megabits internet. So check it out. He took a photo and he is on a widescreen monitor and he's coding here. And then on the right-hand side, he got Sonny and me. And he's got a pretty slick setup. So
nice.
That's amazing,
awesome,
bro. So we reply to a lot of these people, and I'll also send him a voice message. That's amazing, Gates. Thank you so much for sharing this. And dude, make sure you're coming to all the live streams because today we just built Airbnb clone, and I don't think we saw you here. So make sure you're coming tomorrow for the Facebook clone. Amazing to have you. Thanks, brother. So that's an example. I just dropped a voice message. So we make sure that we're communicating with all of you guys. It's a community here, okay? It's a family. So make sure, guys, be a part of all of this.
Exactly. And we love to chat to you guys. And like you said, like Kazi just showed you guys, we do respond to you guys. So it's actually really, really fun for us to go ahead and chat with the people watching our content and who find it valuable. So it's awesome to do that.
Yep. Awesome, guys. With that said, Sonny, are we done?
We are done, bro. This has been a crazy build. We have completely built out the Airbnb front end portion of this build. And yeah, like it's insane. It was a lot of fun. And thank you everyone for watching. Like really appreciate you guys watching this.
Thank you guys so much for coming. Appreciate your beautiful face. This setup over here, the studio setup, I'm going to keep you guys updated, but I got a new chair. We got some speakers. We're going to be setting it up and making it really nice. You guys are going to see the studio setup constantly changing and evolving over the next few weeks. As always, love you guys so much. Thank you for the over $200 donations. We got over 20,000 views, and because of you guys, we're the fastest growing coding channel. Tomorrow, we are going to be building the Facebook clone. Make sure you show up at 10:15 a.m. Pacific Los Angeles time. It's going to be awesome. You're going to regret it if you don't show up. Tell your friends. Get everybody here. Leif, happy birthday. And let's see where Leif is at right now. Leif is at 37 followers. So thank you guys for going and giving him a follow, because he was at 19 when he started. So appreciate you guys. He just made another post on Instagram. Damn. He's hauling ass. Actually, I did say we're going to take a few questions at the end. So is that cool if we can take a few questions, Sonny?
Let's do it, bro.
So we got one question. I didn't store the name of the person. Actually, SG707. And they said, hey, maybe I can just make it full screen and pop it up on the screen here. So it said, how do you troubleshoot unnecessary rendering? Many times in React, I find many components re-render due to like passing either inline generated function or object configuration like styles.
Right. So my first bit of advice is switch to a functional component. So when you have a class-based component, a lot of the stuff when it comes down to what's re-rendering, what's not re-rendering, can get confusing. It can get very confusing as to what's actually happening. So by switching to a functional component and using the useEffect hook instead of using the lifecycle methods, it will allow you to control that re-rendering a lot easier. User effects are a lot more sort of, you can see what's going on. It's very clear as to what's happening. And yeah, we actually do a lot of this inside of PWJ. So we do cover this sort of stuff in the coaching calls. So that's a really, really good question. But I would definitely, as a first step, switch to a functional component.
Yep. So do that. Mohammed says, hey, shout out to the best developers in the world. I've watched almost all your builds. You make masterpieces. Thank you for inspiring me. Keep up the proper work. Thank you so much for that, brother.
Nice. Thank you, dude.
Here is another question by Kevin Mason. I have a question. This is an error I get. Warning, can't perform a React state update on an unmounted component. This is a no-op, but it indicates a memory leak in your application. Have any idea about this? This is pretty weird.
So I have a question. Okay, when you can't perform a React state update on an unmounted component, it's most likely the way you've written your component or the way you're updating your state on that component. So firstly, if you have a component, make sure that you've written the component correctly itself, and then when you actually use the component, make sure you write it out correctly. Also, the next step there is to make sure that you set up your state correctly. So if you've set up a variable, make sure that you go ahead and you've set that up correctly using the useState hook. So I always recommend using functional components. It'll make things a lot easier, guys. And basically break it down very simply. And if you need to, a good practice of doing this is use Create React App, build a fresh app, and then just test it out. So just build the component that you're trying to test, and then see if you still get that same error, and you'll start to see the patterns as to where that error occurs.
Yep. Guys, we have one idea that our team came up with. I think yesterday, Logan Federally, who actually comes to these live streams often, he's also part of Profit JavaScript and the community, and he dropped this and he said, what if you guys had a special Q&A at the end of the live stream? And I think on Twitch you can have subs, and I think how it works is people just subscribe for $5 a month, and it's kind of like a donation, but people just sub. And at the end of the live stream, we could have it where We just have a long Q&A, and everybody who's subscribed to the channel, just because it ends up taking so long already for the builds, for 3 to 4 hours, Q&As end up taking really long, and we also want to make sure they're crafted in good quality. So what we're thinking of doing is maybe for all the people who subscribe to the channel for $5 a month, they can stay and they can ask all the questions, and we'll be answering all of the questions of everybody who's subscribed, and hopefully they'll bring value to everyone watching. And that's something we could do at the end of the live streams. If you guys think it's a garbage idea, let us know. We won't do it. If you think it's a good idea and would be something that's actually helpful to Clever Programmer, also helpful to you guys, let us know and we'll figure out how to do it, and we'll get that working.
Yeah, that would be awesome, actually. Yeah, do something like that.
Yeah, because then we can actually just stay and answer most people's questions, all that stuff. So
yeah.
Here's another question by Hajera, and she asks, do we need more padding in header right? So for example, I'll show you what she's talking about. So when it's in responsive mode, it gets a little crunched up, and that's why I think she was asking that question. And I think she's talking about this. Whoops. She's talking about, I think, oh my God, this stuff right here.
Yeah, so the reason why is because the limitation of today's live stream was just showing you Flexbox, right? Which is why it cramps up a little bit. You could add some padding to it, yes. But what I would recommend in this case is Flexbox is going to take you so far. When you get to a situation like this, I would recommend going into using media queries. So media queries will actually allow you to then, because what you could do at this point is you could have a sandwich bar. Right, so a media query could say hide this normal navigation bar or this normal top header bar, and instead show the Airbnb logo and a burger menu. So you know those 3 lines that you usually see, and then it'll be like a drop down menu and you can click it. That would be my approach, because that's the sort of way that you do in industry, as opposed to sort of making things super small or padded out. Because think about it, if you add padding, it's gonna start to push into the middle container. So you want to start thinking of it like that. Qazi goes, I really like Sonny's t-shirt today. Hey,
let's go.
These are different t-shirts, by the way, guys. They're just fresh black shirts. Yeah.
Nice. You know, I kind of want to do that too. Mark Zuckerberg did that. What I want to do is, I hate thinking about clothes. It takes so much of my freaking valuable energy and time. So I've been telling my girlfriend, she says I'm crazy, but what I'm thinking is to go one day and just go to H&M one day and just buy like 365 shirts.
Yeah.
Like the cheapest shirts possible, but like maybe they're distinct, not all black. And I literally want to wear one new shirt every single day without ever having to wash it again, because it's just one shirt a day for 365 days. And then after they're all done, just go and burn them in a big fire and then go buy another 365 shirts.
I was gonna say maybe wash them for like a bun.
Yeah. It's, I think, much more fun to just burn them and then go just get new ones.
Yeah. Mervon dropped a good idea. She said we should get some Clever Programmer t-shirts. I think that would be dope, dude. I think like I should get a black t-shirt saying Clever Programmer, the black t-shirt.
I think that would be, yeah, I feel like a shirt or like, yeah, a shirt or like even a hoodie would be sick.
Yeah, we should do that. Definitely, that'd be sick.
People are saying donate it. I think that's a good idea. I think that might actually be better to donate it. Yeah, a lot of people are saying donate. Yeah, actually, guys, I changed my mind. I think instead of burning them, I'll donate them. I think that's much better.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be awesome, because then you just never have to think about it. Just 365 days of clothes and you're good to go.
Exactly.
Guys, by the way, take a look at this beautiful face. And by tomorrow I won't be on the live stream because this face will be changing. I'll be changing it up a little bit. And on Friday, I'll be live. And I think you guys will have a little bit of trouble recognizing me, but, you know, just letting you know.
Shit.
Just giving you a little heads up.
I'm actually getting a haircut as well, dude, tomorrow.
Damn. Yeah, people are like, sell CP clothing. The CP logo would be so cool on a hoodie. Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Oh, Franco, send me the new CP logo. I'll make a Teespring. Damn. That would be sick. I think we could do that. Yeah.
We should definitely check that out.
You could just drop it here, baby. Thank you. Nice. I just got my food reinforcements. Awesome. I think that's it, guys. Hopefully you guys got value out of it. We love your beautiful face. This is Qazi.
This is Sonny.
And as always, we will see you in the next video. Peace.
Peace, guys.